works. Hold on, chat. I don't know if we're live yet or not. I can't tell for the life of me. Oh, wait. Yeah, we are. Oh, thank God. Sorry, chat. Like, I'm getting used to this bullshit. It is taking a while for me to understand this platform. Big up every single one of you. I hope you guys are still joining from the last one. Yo, big up Ramen, bro. I tried to stop the video and then it just ended the whole stream because I'm fresh as a motherfucker when it comes to this. But just bear with me. Let me sort out all the housekeeping and everything. I need to change the thumbnails. I need to change the titles. All of that shit. So just bear with me for a quick second while I sort all of that. But yeah, big up every single one of you. I hope you guys are all good. Alright, there's the title done. Fuck StreamYard again, by the way, because this is the only reason why we have to do all of this extra bullshit. It's because them man can't even sort out one stream without a ton of echoes. So now I gotta try out different platforms. It is what it is. Charge it to the game. Okay, so there's the description. Got switch monetization on as well. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're sorted now, thankfully. Why is the screen small? Does the screen look small to you? Let me see how it's coming out. Again, guys, I'm just trying out a different platform because StreamYard turns into a ton of echoes whenever I send a link out to a panel, and I don't want you guys dealing with that shit anymore. How is it looking? Okay, it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. It's doable. I thought I'd look a lot smaller than that still. Calm. Big up to the chat though. Big up every single one of you that's locked in here. We got 120 in here already. Love for the love, guys. Big up to Where's EB? Man said there's a Pies tweet. I'll go check that in a sec. Big up iNotes. Big up my G. Big up Ramen. I'm on Riverside. This is what Northside used to use a year or two ago. It's the only other platform that I have any like semi-decent knowledge of, bar StreamYard. But Hassan was right. Anything that isn't StreamYard is like so much more complicated to set up. I've been like here for the last hour just trying to like pattern everything. It's a lot more complicated. But this is where we are, innit? Because StreamYard is a useless app and they're not getting my money. So fuck them, man. Yeah, man, fuck StreamYard every single time. Big up Harry in the chat. Big up Vinta. Big up Mello. Yeah, the name's in small font, but whatever, it'll do, bro. Big up Chelsea King. Big up Nathan. Big up Sonny. Big up Darren. As long as this stream's alright, I'm probably going to continue using Riverside, at least until I hear StreamYard's fixed up. We haven't got a single update from them motherfuckers. They just do nothing but keep quiet while everybody complains about their platform. Fuck them lot. Because we're doing the first watch along of the new season tomorrow when we've got the UEFA Super Cup, Aston Villa versus PSG. And by the way, guys, we all need to be Team Garnacho this season. He needs all the support he can get because we don't want him coming back. So yeah, big up though, big up to chat, big up CP, the site Lee Gunner users. I'll probably speak to him later on anyway, but I have to go check that one out. Big up DK9. Hope you're all right. If we replace Santos and Skelly and run with Fernandez, that's good business. Look, I haven't heard nothing about Barco though. That's the thing. Like, we don't know whether Barco's staying, whether Barco's going. But in terms of the Lewis Skelly links, this felt very out of left field. Because I didn't expect us to be linked with him at any point today. The latest Pies tweet says Arsenal don't want to sell Lewis Skelly to another local rival in Chelsea. The Blues made a check on his availability following Arsenal's signing of Bruno G. That's from Sky Sports News, though, so it's not a great source. Gary Jacob says we've been offered the chance by an intermediary. It sounds to me like Lewis Skelly's agents are looking for a move for him. And like Chelsea and Man United have been two clubs that have been sounded out over that. We have got updates on Fabian Ruiz as well. We're going to talk about that too. Maldini, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I wouldn't mind to ruffle some feathers, piss off Arsenal fans, and also like he is a good player, great ball progressor, deceptively strong for his size and his height and his age. But I don't know if that's the midfield profile we specifically need, you know? I don't know. Like, he's not bad. He's a good talent. But yo, again, like we are thinking about Barco and everything. Like, what is the damn point if you're bringing in Luis Skelly, another left back that can play in midfield? Like, what is the damn point? I wouldn't mind it. Generally, wouldn't be against. I feel like you'd get him for a cheap fee because we know Arsenal are like well known to be shit in terms of sales. Their record sale is still Oxlade-Chamberlain for about 30 to 35 million pounds. But clearly, someone's trying to push Luis Skelly towards either Chelsea or Man United. And, like, I don't mind it, but I'm not really with it, man. Have I watched the Troops and Northside reaction? I haven't seen the Northside reaction. I'll play the video later on. I don't mind, because I also want to see how videos look like on this platform. This is a test stream as well. We're going to be talking transfer news. We've got news on Badiashile, on Mudryk, the latest on Neto, even though it's not really much of an update. We got Fabian Ruiz updates. But yeah, the main topic of today is Luis Skelly being offered to Chelsea. And it seems like it's being pushed from Luis Skelly's side, and I kind of get it. Like, Luis Skelly can go and play week in and week out at another club. And right now, sitting on the bench at Arsenal isn't really doing a lot for his development. Yeah, he got a lot of minutes towards the run-in, but like now Bruno G's here, I don't like you're not really getting a lot of minutes over there. You got to start prioritizing yourself in your future. They've won the league at that shithole. He's achieved his dream in terms of that regard. Now I get him looking to leave and focus on developing his career. Whether it's at Chelsea though, I don't really get it because like if I think of a midfield profile that we need, I think we need like a tall, physical midfielder. Something like a Lavia, but Lavia's made a Weetabix, so we can't really trust him. Like a Manu Kone, for example. But Miles Lewis Skelly don't really fit the profile that I think Chelsea need for now. Not to say that I'd be completely against him joining us. It just feels very out of left field. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the whole Luis Skelly situation. I wonder what you guys are saying. Man says, get me MLS. Cool. There's again. I hear it. This is, well, to be fair, he's got a good pass in him too. But he's just not like the physical profile I think Chelsea should be looking for in the midfield. What else is everybody saying? 50 million. I think you could get him around that or maybe just a little bit lower just because of how bad Arsenal are in terms of their sale anyway. Yeah, I should be able to play it. I just need to make sure I don't end the stream doing it like I just did on the last one. That was a fucking mess. But yeah, Rahman, I don't see your chat doubling over here. An intermediary offered him to United among other clubs around January, saying that he would cost around 60 million. United balked at the price. Yeah, 60 million. That's a bit mad still. I still think he'd go for a little bit cheaper than that, just knowing them. Yeah, Arpan, I agree with this as well. Like, isn't this just meant to be Barco? That's what I thought it would be. Big up Joey in the chat. Big up, man. I hope you're good. Doubt it happens, but I would do it. So what? You defo be down for getting Luis Skelly in. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Big up Reaper, man. I hope you're well. Big up Jay. I hope you're well too. Yeah, Maldini's defo not with it. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Maybe it does have something to do with the Pedro Neto links. Maybe. You could potentially see like an indirect swap deal, like a little PSR bros type of thing, because Chelsea have a great relationship with everybody. But yeah, still remains to be seen. And I don't really see us progressing any further in these links to Luis Skelly. I also think like he'd be more likely to start at Man United than he would be over here. So like I think if it would come down to it, he'd probably be more likely to choose them. And again, I wouldn't really blame him because I don't really think he'd come in here and be a starter. Especially seeing as like Enzo ain't leaving. It don't look like he's leaving. We don't know what's happening with the Rodri situation. That hasn't really developed too much in the last couple days. And same way, like, are City going to spend 300 to 350 million on their midfield by getting Elliot Anderson, Buardi, and then Enzo? I don't see that happening. So if Enzo's not leaving, you're not going to be a starter. And even if Enzo left, our aim would be to go in and get Adam Wharton anyway. So again, he would not be a starter. So if you're leaving to get more minutes, joining us wouldn't really make a lot of sense, personally. But yeah, don't really make a lot of sense to me still. Yeah, you see, Maldini, you get it, bro. I don't really think there's a lot in this other than, like, he's been offered to us. And cool, I could believe that he's been offered to us, but I don't really think there's anything more than that. Yeah, look, I hear it. I hear it. The shameless guy in me would buy him just to watch the world burn in North London. I hear all of that. But that's not how transfers go. You don't do it just to piss off the other club. That's just me wanting to be shameless. In reality, I don't really see how that works. I don't really see how that works at all, really. But hold up. I still need to tweak some things in the stream. There we go. Big up. We got 412 in here, man. Big up every single one of you. Big up Jay for joining the membership as well. I just seen you in there. I think it just didn't show me it up on here. But big up, man. Big up every single time. Man, don't even rate MLS. I think that's a bit mad because MLS is a good player. But same way, I don't think he's the right profile either. I don't. Big up Jabbo in the chat. Big up Shower as well. Man saying stop buying Arsenal rejects. Fair enough. Fair enough. Again, not really with it. Man said he just do it for a lot. But this is the cusp of what it really is. We're just doing it to be dickheads. That's it. There's not really much more to it than that. Yeah, fair enough, go in. Big up, brother. Big up, man. One sec. One sec. I do want to test out the videos on here quickly. So I've got Northside's video up on one of the share screens. I'm going to see if it looks relatively good on here. Nope, I've just switched my video off. Okay, that's very smart, Lewis. How does the video look through this? Okay, that's not even that bad. Okay.
To Chelsea and Man United. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Fucking hell.
Tell me one reason why Lewis Skelly should be sold this season. I swear down, these Phillips that are built that don't learn.
What, has Troops dropped a video on this too?
Why are we offering a Haaland product that is playing well, that actually held it together enough for us to win the league last season, to then be giving it away to Chelsea while we're going in for Pedro Neto? Sack these Phillips that puta inmediatamente. Where's the collet de foul? Where is the collet de foul? I need the collet de foul right now.
Fucking hell, man. Yo, I've missed Northside reaction content.
Vem aqui. Vem aqui. Vem aqui. Why are we selling this player when we need him? Oh, because we got rid of... I'm seeing the reports. Oh, because we got rid of Bruno Guimaraes. Eu não quero saber. Eu não quero saber. Já avisei.
Just drop.
I don't want to sell Skelly. Sell Zubamendi. Sell Odegaard. Sell them filhos da puta. Why are we selling Skelly?
I will say, though, this is why I get people saying they want to buy him just to piss off Arsenal fans, because the content's incredible, but it's just not realistic. It's not realistic to operate
that Dalman is going to produce anything under this manager. You're deluded. This guy is a clown. He cannot see talent when it's right in front of him. Who's greenlighting this porcaria? Who? Berta, vem aqui, aproxima-te, porra. Cronkies, aproxima. Vem aqui, entra na minha oficina. Come, step into my office. Step into my office, filhos da puta. Vocês estão a gozar com a minha cara. Vocês estão a gozar com a minha cara. A colher de pau is out again. It's out again. Who is sanctioning this porcaria? Let's get into this fucking... Eu já tô por aqui. Let's get into this.
Fucking hell, bro.
Right.
Yo, man's big man.
Bobby Vincent / Football London are reporting that Miles Lewis Skelly has been offered to Chelsea following Bruno Guimaraes' arrival. These filhos da puta. We needed the reinforcements, and now they're using Bruno Guimaraes to justify getting rid of Skelly. What about rotation, bossage? What about rotation, filhos da puta? Fucking idiotas da merda. Let's continue.
Yeah, he's got a good
Swear
point.
down. With Chelsea having long-term interests, they say there's no indication yet of Chelsea actually making a move, but TalkSport are also now reporting that Lewis Skelly has been offered to Chelsea and Man United. I'm surrounded by stupid. I'm surrounded by idiotas. I'm surrounded by palhaços. I'm surrounded by viados. Who is sanctioning this Bukadia? You're getting rid of Zubamendi. Why are you getting rid of Skelly as well? Who's going to rotate with Bruno Gimenez or Rice? Whoever's playing the 8. Who's rotating? Who's rotating? So we're just going to have a midfield of Odegaard and Eze to play 10. Then we've got Zubamendi and Rice, and that's it. No, we've got Rice and Bruno Gimenez. Zubamendi's leaving, Skelly's leaving. Zubamendi, Onuka Sabed. Get that filo da puta looking Thunderbirds looking pussy out of my club. Onuka Sabed. He can go.
Well, please,
why is Skelly gone?
Look at the.
I can't even enjoy my holiday with my mum. I can't enjoy my time with my mum. No, this club has to stress me out. Todos os santos dias tem que me estressar a cabeça, pá. I don't care. I want Arteta. I want all of them out, bro. I want all of them out. I don't even care. Arteta, Berta, all of them. If Arteta's sitting there like a
oh man, we're back to Arteta out. Fuck,
bro, like a Spanish paella, just sitting there, yeah, doing nothing while they're deciding to get rid of Skelly. You can go as well. Go. I don't care. Eu já tô cansado. Stressing me out. Can I enjoy my Tuesday? Can I enjoy myself? Can I go out? Can I get some sun rays? Can I put my bunions in the sun? Can I relax? Now, todos os santos dias tem que ser problema de atrás do outro.
We probably will go back in again.
Sack Berta tonight. Sack Cronkies tonight. That is the banner now. I need a banner. I need people to. I need to do a march. I need to do something. Why are you selling Skelly for? Why? Based on what? The guy's barely had a chance at Arsenal. Played him left back the whole flipping time, and now you want to go in with what? Now you want to do this rubbish. Acabou. Get Cronkies out of this club. They are destroying what they have built. They are not only are they destroying it, they're making it go stale and they're weakening it. What the fuck are you man fucking thinking about? Who's going to be rotation? Cool, you got rid of Norgard. That's a midfielder down. You're getting rid of Zubamendi. That's a midfielder down. Now you want to get cool, but then you want to get rid of Skelly. Why Skelly? You best get ready. Ethan's going to be sold.
Hold on.
Dauman probably won't get no opportunity. Then he'll eventually get sold. All because this manager doesn't know how to manage his team. Because Berta doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Who the fuck's calling me? Stop fucking calling me. I'm working. I'm working. Don't call me.
Dark work.
I haven't even had breakfast yet. I haven't had breakfast. And I'm already seeing Bukhari already. Forget lunch. I ain't even had breakfast. Who is co-sign? Whose plan is this? Who is pulling the string? I'm done, bro.
Damn, Arsenal fans really love Skelly like that. This is mad. Arsenal fans really love Skelly like that. Damn, like these men are proper crashing out over him. Pies tweet. They're saying there's a new Pies tweet. All right. What's Pies saying? This thing keeps popping out every time I move to a new tab and it's a headache. Enzo Fernandez situation. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, what have we got this time? Chelsea are clear. Arrive with 120 million. And you have a chance to sign the player. If not, we are happy to keep him. Enzo Maresca is driving the pursuit to sign him for Man City. We need to follow this one until the very end. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere, bruv. Whatever, man. I'm so bored of Enzo updates. It's just the same bullshit. Cool, man. We know 120 million. I mean, that's a bit of an update. I thought we'd take less than that. But no, you want 120 million. Cool. Enzo's not going anywhere. Enzo's not going anywhere and fine. Whatever, man. One midfielder to sort out. Go get Alex Scott patterned and then we move. But Lewis Skelly don't really make a lot of sense. Profile-wise, I don't really understand it too tough. But hold on. I'll be real. I want to see Troops' reaction as well. Because if Northside's crashing out like this, I want to see how Troops is moving.
Are Arsenal actually going mad? What's going on, people? Troops TV. Back again. Back our blood clot again, you understand? I didn't think I'd be back until Friday.
Bro, Enzo gets good GNA and he's
but here I am doing another transfer update video. Another video that is bringing me no joy, blood. You get me? No joy, absolutely nothing. It's just bringing me stress.
Athletic
You understand?
saying
Because
Skelly's happy then.
I literally just came back from the Emirates. I went to get the second kit, the away kit for the kids. Obviously, before I flew out, the away kit hadn't dropped. So I went to go and get that. I'm not getting the third kit yet. You understand? I literally dropped 4 bills before I left, dropped 4 bills today. I'm not dropping another one, blood. You get me? The third kit, they can get that for Christmas. You understand? But coming out of the Emirates Stadium at the Armory, I did not expect to get home, finish my lunch, and go on Twitter just to browse. You get me? Just see what's going on. You understand? And see the news that Arsenal have offered Miles Lewis Skelly. I repeat, Arsenal Football Club have offered Miles Lewis Skelly to...
Yeah, Reaper though, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we should be going for another physical midfielder on top of that. But like, someone like tall and physical, innit? I just don't really feel like Lewis Skelly fits that profile that I'm looking for.
Man United and Chelsea, blood. What the hell is actually going on with this football club? What in God's green earth are you?
Don't forget to check
doing?
out Jerseys FC.
What are you doing, blood?
Below.
What are you thinking? Miles Lewis Skelly, are you lot all right? Are you lot having a bad day? Did this Vinny deal like really mash up your heads, blood? Have you lot lost the plot? Miles Lewis Skelly, you want to get rid of the future of Arsenal Football Club, the future of the midfield, one of the best up-and-coming midfielders in world football, bro. Do you understand? People would be dying to have Miles Lewis Skelly in their midfield. Do you understand? We saw how well he finished last season. We were asking for him to play more, asking for him to play centrally. When he was given his opportunity last season, he took it with both hands, blood. He was given a new deal.
We've had links to him before.
Improve the transfer fee.
Big up Miller.
Is that why? Do you understand? You're telling me you lot are willing to strengthen, yeah, Man United.
Oh, what? Handjobs tweeted. All right, 1 second.
Or Chelsea. Do you think Man United are going to call us and say, hey, Arsenal, do you want to buy Kobe Mainoo? Do you think Chelsea are going to call us and say, hey, Arsenal, do you want to buy Esteval?
Skelly is Arsenal through and through, says Handjob. The rest doesn't matter. All right. Okay.
Want to buy Achipong? Because United ain't got any other youngers apart from Kobe Mainoo. You understand? Obviously, they got Shane Lacey, but we ain't seen a lot of him. But a lot of him, but he looks a top talent. You understand? Do you think they're going to offer their top young talents to a rival to strengthen them? Yeah. Chelsea have sold Andre Santos to Man United. Yeah. And some Chelsea fans are going crazy. Yeah. Skelly is a badder man than Santos, bro. Yeah. Skelly walks into that midfield, bro. A midfield of Skelly and Caicedo is actually mental. Yeah. That is scary. Do you understand? What the fuck are you, man, thinking? What are you actually doing? You don't need to do this to raise funds. Do you understand? You have Fabio Vieira still stinking out the place. Reece Nelson still stinking out the place. Gabriel Jesus still stinking out the place. Kepa still stinking out the place. Yeah? I know there's more.
Shit, though.
You understand? But there is a whole heap you can get rid of. Why would you want to get rid of a gem? That's like getting rid of Ethan when there was rumors of Ethan leaving. You lot ain't going to offer Dalman to no one. Why are you offering Skelly to Chelsea? This is absolutely ridiculous, bro. This is disgraceful. This better not happen. I'm telling you, this better not happen because it's crash out season. Yeah? If I see Max, Ethan, or Skelly leave the club on a permanent deal, all hell is going to break loose, blood. All hell is going to break loose, blood, because that is our future right there. They are Arsenal through and through. You see what it means to Skelly to put that shirt on. Yeah? And this is the treatment. You want to deal with it. This is how you want to deal with him. Offering him out like he's a toy. Are you look crazy? Yo, you don't need to think what you're doing.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. It's like
you
Chelsea
really
and the Cobham thing.
About what you're doing.
This is exactly what it is. This is a Chelsea and a Cobham thing. That's what it is.
You have the audacity to offer Chelsea Miles Lewis Skelly and try and take fucking Neto off them. You lot are pure dunce, you know. I swear to God, you lot are pure dunce. This better just be a slow news day. Yeah. That's what it better be. It does look
like it is just a slow news day.
You imagine Skelly at United with Bruno, Tillemans. The midfield's actually looking all right now. You understand?
So what, they're saying this is just an agent thing and nothing else. That's what it's looking like, though. Everyone's saying, like, Lewis Skelly ain't pushing for the move itself, but maybe the agents are. But then again, like, the agents only do what the players want. Like, you don't have an agent go against their clients.
You are improving them. We have a chance to dominate in England for a few years, bro. With especially Rodri going to Barca. Who is there, blood?
Brother.
Do you understand? Look how strong our midfield is looking with the addition of Bruno G. And now you want to take out Skelly? No. This is not the way that
Big up 600 in here as well. Hit them likes, please.
This is not the road we should be going down. Yeah? We should be protecting the youth. Yeah? Loaning them out, if anything. Yeah? Not giving him to Chelsea. And I know if we sell, we're going to sell for some stupid money. The new deal don't even matter because we never sell well. Do you understand? When I saw that Ben Jacobs,
yeah, look, just let that one fly by. Keep the screen.
Miles Lewis Skelly has been offered to Man United and Chelsea. Not a new link. Yeah, man, I'm saying it's not even a new link, blood. Yeah, with either club. So both of them, we've been saying, "Yo, do you want Skelly?" What the hell is going on in Arsenal Football Club, bro? What are you, man, drinking? What are you smoking, blood? Whatever you're doing, stop doing it, blood. Yeah? Put the gun down. Put the gun down, blood.
Yeah, apparently the agent is his mum.
But fresh contact but again, with like, both
still, the
following the arrival of Bruno Guimaraes.
To a point, Skelly I do think Lewis Skelly is trying to sound out options around him.
Last summer. Blood. I do not understand.
I'm sorry, the agents don't move without
why
the client.
Us bringing in Bruno Guimaraes, us bringing in Bruno G, very happy with that signing. Yeah, affects Miles Lewis Skelly. Why does that affect Skelly, blood? Why? That shouldn't affect Skelly. Do you understand? Skelly is we didn't pay for Skelly. Skelly just gets a wage. Skelly come through the ranks. Do you understand? But there is other people you can get rid of in that midfield.
Yeah, Danny,
if that needs to happen. You play Havertz in midfield. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, blood. Marino's there. Gyökeres is there. Get rid of Jesus. Get rid of Fabio Vieira. Get rid of Reece Nelson. If you can raise up some funds there, you can get some wages off the wage bill. There you go. Lewis Skelly should not be mentioned in any form of transfer, in any form of deal. The only time he should be mentioned is if he's starting or we're trying to get him to sign a new deal. When it comes to leaving the club, he should not be on that list. There are a bag of man that should be on that list. Yeah? He is one of the players that should be nowhere near it. No way near it. We know the capabilities of this young man. Yeah? We know how good he can be. Yeah? We've seen how good he has been. Unlucky not to get into the World Cup squad. Obviously, he didn't play enough games. So I get why Tuchel never picked him. But do you understand? England don't have a player like him.
This is exactly
that can get on the ball, carry it.
This type of way.
Low center of gravity. Break the line with the pass. Strong. You get me? We don't have that. Arsenal don't have that. And you want to strengthen a rival. A team that's trying to catch us. Do you really think they're going to offer their top talents to us? Even their starters, you think they're going to say, yo, do you want to buy Palmer? Even though he's playing like shit right now, he's one of their main guys. You think they're going to say, yo, you want João Pedro? You think United's going to offer us Bruno Fernandes? Cunha?
Didn't I don't know if it's going to be like that, though, still.
Look how the Man United fans were behaving when the rumours were of Kobe leaving. They lost their shit. And that's how Arsenal fans should be. Arsenal fans do not accept this. Arsenal fans don't say that, we've got Bruno, so we do need to free up some space. No, there's other ways to free up space. Yeah. You can get rid of Havertz. Simple as. Yeah. Because you've got Skelly, Rice, Bruno G, Odegaard, Eze, Zubamendi. Yeah. Havertz can go. Yeah. Ethan can go in the 10 as well. Yeah. Max can play in the 10. Yeah. You understand? Havertz can actually go. You get me? And bring me Ndiaye as well. Because I'm seeing that the thing's broken down with Al Hilal, with the Saudi club, and he wants to stay in the Premier League. that left-hand side, you get me? I like how Zolis is looking, but you understand? If you get in it and die, boy, different thing, blood. You get me? But Miles Lewis Skelly, nah. You better keep that you at Arsenal, blood, if you know what's good for you.
I like that it's rattled.
You don't let me know your
like
thoughts
this, but like, bro,
on this
I don't
absolute
even think he
fuckery
leaves like
that we're seeing.
I don't even think he leaves like that. That was a big ass rage out about something that doesn't even really seem that likely. Especially if they're gonna ask for like 60 million or something. I don't know if Chelsea's gonna go for that. I don't even think like we're seriously interested. I think it's just been offered to us. Should I get that one though? Still, that's like the only main reason why I'm like, oh, kind of here. I want to see the world burn a little bit, but like that's about it. Big up Dinisham for the donation as well, though. He says buy MLS and loan him to Strasbourg. That is mind games. That is straight mind games. But speaking of, that could be Mudryk. Because we saw from Fabrizio earlier. Where is it? Where is it? Still just got to tweak through all of this. And what's Jabbo said? Wait, we got a Max tweet as well. Yep, Jabbo, that's it. But that's why you can tell it as well. Max tweet. Okay, what is the Max tweet before I bring up the Mudryk tweet? Max FS. Boom. Players get offered to clubs every day. Becomes more of a story in August, January as clubs look to find potential opportunities. Nothing confirmed on if the Skelly links came from the agent or the club. I would assume it would be from the agent, but that's just an assumption. It does seem that there is at least interest in another midfield option. We kind of know that from the Alex Scott bid. Chelsea will not just sign anyone to add a body. They need to be of quality. What club sources are adamant on is 120 million for Enzo, especially as he hasn't formally pushed. He is so far acting professional as the club expected. Maybe some fans expect him to force, and he still might, but ultimately Enzo all this time has wanted a pay rise at the club, so it would be a surprise, but no solution found on numbers. As per The Athletic, some say there's been a deadline Chelsea have set, likely for the end of next week, for interested clubs to sign the player for 120 million. Well, thank God it's going to be a week and a bit before this saga drags. Finally. But yeah, cool. It seems like Enzo's going to end up staying. It feels like this is the worst kept secret of the summer, but yeah, no one's going to pay that money for him. Chelsea have all the leverage in the world. Enzo, to his credit, has been relatively respectful about the whole situation. Bar all the twerking earlier on in the summer, he's been relatively quiet since then. I think he might have actually learnt from that situation. And look, we'll see if things change, but I don't think Enzo leaves. I doubt he leaves anyway. Pies in big capitals. Okay. Is it a new one? Yeah, it is. Oh, Lacroix and Henderson are in. And Enzo's back in training as well. Oh, nice. All right, come. Lovely. Enzo's back in training. Lacroix's in training. Henderson's in training. Everybody's back. Lovely shit. Where is the picture? Fucking hell, the tan is mad. But yeah, man, Enzo stays. Cool. A wild Barco has appeared too, and there's a Mega in the background. Nice. Cool. Calm. I don't think he was going to leave anyway. Not for that price tag. And like I said, cool, Enzo's still an asset to the club. He's a great deep line playmaker, and he constantly gets involved in G&A. Love. Great. No complaints over here. But yeah, scroll down. There is a Fabrizio Pies up there. Yeah, on Enzo, we did talk about that earlier. I just didn't bring it up on the big screen. But it's also hinting like with what Max said on his tweet, 120 million or nothing for Enzo Fernandez. Enzo ain't going anywhere. Love. Big up. Who else? Big up Dinershan again saying, I can't lie, but Alonso needs Enzo in the 3-4-2-1. I think Alonso would do very well with Enzo. I've always believed that. That's why I haven't really been like wanting to push him out like that. The only annoyance that I've had is that it seems like Enzo might want to leave in the future anyway. But there is a year for you to like get your head down, work hard, and like look, maybe you might get the pay rise that you're begging for. Although I still don't know if you're gonna get the specific amount that you want, because like clearly he's asking for more than what our wage structure allows. Yeah, Royal Chelsea, man. Nah. Sorry, brother. Still. I said I'm worried about the Enzo Caicedo pivot. Look, as long as they're not stretched out to fuck, like I think you'll be able to do a shift with that too. It's just like, I wish Lavia would be staying fit so you can have the physical alternative to both. The problem is we struggle against the more physical teams because, like, look, that's when you want to throw Lavia in, and Lavia's never fucking fit. That's why I'm saying that's the midfield profile that I would be looking for. Luis Skelly don't really fit that one for me. Alonso makes the centre-backs cover for him. Looks like it could be a back three for us, so maybe. Shit. I think we'll get a better idea when we play Sociedad. Big up, JC, bro. I hope you're well, man. Big up, brother. Yeah, Reaper's fuming. Oh, why am I not surprised, bro? Why am I not surprised? Speaking of why am I not surprised, Chelsea are open to considering loan proposals for Mudryk to let him play regularly after return. Italian clubs as well as Strasbourg are options, but Mudryk's preference would be a loan to a Premier League club. Shock and horror. As Mudryk was going to go on loan. Shock and horror. Hope you do well on your loan, mate. Genuinely, I hope you do well. But any idea of you being at Chelsea next season was incredibly delusional. Emphatically delusional. Like, the lack of minutes this guy's had in the last 2 years, not a chance. Please. Go on loan to a Coventry or something. Have a good season in the Prem. And look, we'll talk next year. Well, I think we'll be talking more about a permanent transfer. But same way, I just want you to play regular football for yourself. Yeah, that pace in Italy would be stupid. That would be fucking mad. CFC Daily in big capitals. Okay. What have we got? Oh, just more Enzo pictures. All right, cool. I think he's back a day early. I heard he was meant to be back on Wednesday. But yeah, welcome back, Enzo Fernandez. Boom. There you are, man. There you are. Yeah, we still want a midfielder as a Santos replacement. That's why you saw us drop a bid for Alex Scott a few weeks ago. We're still looking for one more midfielder. It was 2 midfielders if Enzo left. And it does not look like Enzo's leaving. So 1 more midfielder, 1 more defender. And then we're done. Then we are done. Yeah, look, I think Lampard would enjoy having him in the squad still. And like that would give us a chance to like watch him in the Premier League anyway. And plus, Chelsea fans would want him to do well, especially if you are next to Lampard. More recent tweet. There's another one. Okay. Everyone is back training. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's Barco and Rogers. Calm. Started to think Barco was just like a false image or something. Like, well, where is this brother? All right, cool. Well, good to see you back, man. Cool. Well, what do we have? Yeah, that's this one. There's not another one. This is the latest one. There can't have been another one on top of it. But yeah, on to the next one. And I hope this isn't true because this doesn't make any damn... There's another one. All right, cool. But yeah, 50 million for Liam Delap. Where? In what world? How does this make sense? When did this make sense? What the fuck? 50 million. When did the price tag go even higher? Like, do I just have no understanding of financials? Like, how did he become a 50 million pound player? I know like 80 million's the new 40 million, but please, let's not take the piss over here. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean 50 million? Get your money back and bounce. Yeah, bro. Like that's the only thing that makes sense, and it don't make sense. In excess, that don't mean above 50 million. There's no way. There's just no way. Brother, just drop it to like 30 million or something. Get your money back and move. I mean, that's what we were originally told about with Enzo. Just get your money back and move. Oh, yeah, that's the other CFC Daily tweet. MLS wants to stay at Arsenal according to The Athletic. But if your agent is pushing for a move or like is sounding out other clubs, I kind of disagree with that notion. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. Your agent isn't going to go behind your back trying to sell you to other clubs. That don't make any sense to me. Yo, I've heard a lot of good things about Kima Andres. A lot of great things. Oh, yeah, I knew David was going to pop in. I fucking knew it, mate. Big up, David, still. Hope you're well, man. Hey, look, maybe you're correct. I'm not going to say that you're wrong. Maybe you're correct. But all I know is we dropped a bid for Alex Scott a week or two ago. So it does seem like there's some interest in getting another midfielder. Pies twice, 60 million. Huh? What do you mean? I don't know, man. Yeah, you see, like, am I meant to believe that Mum's snaking him? No. I think that there is a part of MLS's mind where he is thinking about what the future could be like at another club. I do think that. Because otherwise, your agent wouldn't be trying to push you out to other clubs. Your agent does what you want them to do. We've been saying that throughout the Enzo situation. But yeah. Yeah, big up David, man. Hope you're well. Big up Logic as well. Please hit the likes if you ain't done so already. I hope the stream's like looking good on you guys' end, because it's the first time I'm using this platform. It's not really like it's not been that bad, in all honesty. Like it's just a nightmare setting up. That's it. That's just it, bruv. I said I want Skelly first. Go well, bro. Honestly, it's not really the profile I'm looking for. The more I've thought about it, it's not really the profile I'm after. I'm after someone a bit more physical, a bit more imposing. Like, Lewis Skelly's still a great player. He's a great talent, but yeah. I think Barco would be the next Buonanotte. From what we're hearing about him, he's very progressive as well. So I don't know about that. Barco sounds like he's a good talent. He sounds like it, but I haven't watched enough of him to confirm that. Buonanotte, like just the idea of like you're getting fucking Buonanotte into the club is just rage bait. Straight rage bait. But yeah. No, I'm on Riverside.com right now. So yeah, that's the one that I'm currently using. I want to wait until StreamYard patterns up before I start using that. Oh, Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, we actually haven't spoken about that one yet. Alright, cool. So, where is the report on Fabian Ruiz? This one's come from Simon Phillips. And Chelsea have spoken to the agent of Fabian Ruiz, so we're making checks around the conditions of any deal to sign Fabian Ruiz from PSG, which means we're asking the agent about what wages he would want and if he would be interested in making the move. as well as asking PSG about what fee would be needed. It's just initial inquiries, but we have spoken to his agent. We've also heard from the sources that PSG are also looking at Enzo Fernandez again. They had early window interest in him and are now back considering a move for him. Now, it's not saying it will trigger an unofficial swap deal, but there is interest in Enzo again, apparently. And, like, we've spoken to Fabian Ruiz's agent. Obviously, I'd fucking love getting Fabian Ruiz in here, but with him being, like, I swear he's, like, what, 31? And again, that's not me saying I don't want him because of the weight, because of the age. 30. Okay, so he's 30 years old. I just think because of the age, I don't know if Chelsea is going to pay what PSG want for Fabian Ruiz. I don't think they would do that. Just based off the age. We know what Chelsea are like when it comes to players over a certain age bracket. And I think, like, hitting the 30s and all of that, you're not going to get Chelsea dropping big offers for him. Now, if they're not asking for a big offer, that's a completely different conversation. But I just look at this and I'm thinking, what, Chelsea putting big money down for a 30-year-old? I ain't going to get giddy about that one. I ain't going to do that. But it's not. It's good to see that we're interested. I want to see if there's anything more to it. Remains to be seen. Hey, Reaper, I don't know, innit? World champions and all of that. World champions. But, yeah, I don't see a lot more progressing than that. But we have spoken to his agent. I'm going to report that to you. That is still the news. But, yeah. Daniel, I ain't saying they're right. Yeah, I ain't showing the screen because it's behind the paywall, innit? But, yeah. That's basically what we got from him. And yeah, Daniel, I'm not saying that they're right for it. I'm just saying we know what these men are on. And what they're on is, like, if you're 30 or above, they're probably not going to pay a lot of money for you. So, yeah. But obviously, Fabian Ruiz would be an incredible asset to Chelsea. I don't even need to get into all of that. He'd be a brilliant, brilliant midfielder to have at Chelsea. But, yeah, don't see it happening. Not unless PSG wants something cheap for him, and I don't believe they would. Like, why would they? Has he even got, like, a contract expiring soon? Ooh. He has got 1 year left. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Okay, maybe there is a little bit more to this. Maybe. I didn't know that one. 1 year left. Oh, brother, of course there's someone. Big up, man. Big up, brother. Simon Phillips is the one that reported this, bro. But yeah, 1 year left on the contract. Maybe there's a little bit more to it. Maybe. Tchouaméni don't want to leave Real Madrid, though. I'll be real. You got to just forget about that one. It just ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Hold on, we got another super chat. Big up to Ryan Marsgel. Big up, bro. He's saying, Lewis, would you take MLS? Hope you're good, bro. I'm well. I hope you're doing well too, brother. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not really, like, pushing for it because he's not the ideal midfield profile I'm looking for. He's a good player. I think there's a lot of potential behind him as well. He's someone that you'd buy and he would be an asset to Chelsea long term, but not really the profile I'm after personally. So, yeah. And also, from what it seems like, I don't know whether Lewis Skelly even wants to leave or not. We're seeing intermediaries have offered him around, which must count for something. But then all the other reports are saying Lewis Skelly is proper arse. And he don't want to leave the arse. Okay. Yes, but that's what it is. Camavinga got offered to us months ago. It never progressed further than that. I'm assuming Camavinga just said no. You just weren't interested. And if he was to get interested, like maybe you see Chelsea go back in for him again, but I don't think that. Yeah, Simon Phillips, a lot of reports from Simon Phillips end up being reported weeks after the fact. He was one of the only few reporters that were still saying Chelsea were in for Rodgers, and Rodgers hadn't outright rejected Chelsea. Also, like the Malo Gusto stuff came from him first. The Liam Delap stuff came from him first. A lot of other stuff, if I really go back and start charting all of them, would have come from Simon Phillips or Max first. That's what I always tell you guys. Check what Max or Simon Phillips is saying. But yeah, even then, like, he hasn't said it's happening. He's just said Chelsea have spoken to his agent. That's it. So yeah. Max reply. Okay. We got a Max reply. What's he said? Chelsea will sell who for 35? Oh, Delap for 35, 40 million. Well, that makes a bit more sense. 35, not 40. Please. Let's not take the piss over here, man. Yeah, I was saying this on the rant stream earlier. Why is it so quiet around the Wharton front? It don't make any sense to me. And it also makes me think, if you were to go in for Wharton this late in the window, you're probably going to pay more than you initially expected to pay. But yeah, I'm surprised that Liverpool should be after him. Man United have got interest in him. We've got interest in him. Nobody's made a move yet. Nobody has made a move yet. Big up, Brendan, man. Hope you're well. Big up, Brendan. What else is the chat saying? Oh, brother, David's on his Palmer bag, love. £35. Yeah, you know what? Just a free 5, you know. Give me a free 5. I do more of the free 5 than watching the lap anyway. City as well. It makes a lot of sense with Man City if Rodri leaves. That's why it's so weird seeing that there's like such little interest. Maybe it'll kick into life towards the end of the window, but Palace will just love the bidding war that they're going to drum up. It's because Palace want to be secret on Wharton. What do you mean, deals? Big up as well, bro. Yeah, but there's no way we're actually going to ask for 50 million for Delap. We're not that dumb. We're not that dumb. Man said, hold that like I was dying for Lewis Skelly. Brother, please. Your Nissan is safe, bro. Please, relax. Come on. This was not the end of the world. This wasn't anything to get giddy about. I just wanted to see Arsenal fans rage for a little bit. And you know what? I got what I wanted. The Northside video, cool. The Troops video, cool. I love. Ruffle some feathers for a little bit. Piss off some gooners. It's a good day at the office. Yeah, David. Please. Please. Fries in the bag. Big up C, man. I hope you're well. Big up, broski. Oh, shit. Is Gusto back too? Well, it makes sense, innit? I didn't really see any pictures with him in, but, like, Malo Gusto, innit? No one cares. Ain't nobody give a damn about him, you know? Yeah, Alex Scott, we still got interest in, but that ain't really progressing anywhere. Hasn't progressed anywhere recently. Brother, you guys are fine. You man are fine. Like, not mad. Not mad. No, I didn't even see Rashford's chain. Why? Does it got a Chelsea badge or something? Well, that's a poor guy. Fuck him, bruv. He's the reason why we're not in Europe, because he kicked the ball into his own net, the fucking bum. Man, 2 years of straight headaches, bruv. No wonder he ain't got no fans. What a dickhead. Adam Wharton news. No Wharton news. Gusto news. No one's paying 75 million for that bum. He was the only one to apologize. Good. The bare minimum I'd ask for after the last 2 years, an apology. Why did we turn up to Palace to do one? No, obviously we would have spoken about Wharton 2 deals, innit? Like, I hear that. I think slightly we get Wharton, we give them Acheampong on loan. But that's all dependent on Enzo leaving, and I don't think Enzo goes. So, like, you might see Chelsea do a deal the other way. It seems like it's going to be Disassi on loan and not Acheampong. Apparently, according to Fabrice Hawkins, who's like tier 0 for French talent, Disasi is the #1 replacement for Lacroix. So I don't think it will be Achimpong. And apparently, Achimpong wants to stay and fight at Chelsea anyway. He just needs to be given a clear pathway. I think it was Max that reported that too. I just need to, like, confirm. I think it was Max, or it might have been Simon Phillips. Somebody reported this on Achimpong a few days ago. Was it Simon Phillips? I don't remember, but I saw it somewhere, you know. Yeah, it's somewhere, you know. But yeah, apparently Achimpong does want to stay. He just wants to be given a pathway. If he's got a clear pathway into the first team, he's happy to stay for another year. If not, loan. And I don't know what the plan is, but like it seems like he's one of 5 centre-backs that Chelsea want to keep for the season. And it's all good because like the only one they want to get rid of out of that 5 is Tosin. I don't know why Tosin keeps surviving. But yeah, was there any other supers I missed? Nope, we're all good. Big ups. Hey, fuck that number. But big up 660 plus in here, man. Hit the likes and subscribe. I ain't saying that number because, yeah, bun all that. But big up to all you, man, watching. Big up every single one of you. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that shit. How do I throw the link out? There was a thing for it. There it is. Copy the link. We're still learning over here, guys. We're still learning. Riverside's a decent platform. I don't mind it too much. But yeah. We'll see what everybody's saying. Like, subscribe, up the Chelsea, all of that shit. This one hasn't even been that bad. It's been a relatively good stream on here still. Yeah, bro, I'm with you, man. Get Tosin gone. He's got interest from Benfica. Go sell his ass. Go sell his ass. Get rid of him every day, ending in a damn Y. Oh, bear with me, guys. I'm just throwing the link out to everybody quick. Oh, I need to beat this fucking temperature, man. It's fucking getting to me. How the hell do you get a temperature in a fucking heat wave, man? Woke nonsense. But yeah, we'll see if anyone's about. If not, can call it a day, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Aston Villa versus PSG watch along, because we still got that to come up. Jem thinks Enzo's staying. Yeah, Enzo is staying. Enzo ain't going anywhere. I don't see Enzo going nowhere. Announcement soon for who? Chavaria. This one's fucking dragging. This one's dragging like mad. I'm not seeing, like, I thought we would have had, like, all the paperwork, all the video shit all done by now. I don't know what's taking it so long, but hey, we all good. Well, us winning the league, ask me after Christmas. I ain't making any brazy claims until after Christmas. You can get fucked with that. Any Chelsea fan who's been a Chelsea fan for long enough knows that you need to beat Christmas. Yeah, look, the thing is, though, we've gone through nearly our whole preseason, and I haven't heard any talks about us going for a goalkeeper. So I don't even think we do that. At least just get another midfielder or a centre-back in. I ain't going to get too giddy until at least that is done. We haven't even got to that point yet. Pies. We got another Pies tweet. Pep Chavaria announcement soon. He's been finalising his move today. Damn, today. Okay. Okay. Bro, it won't be a deadline day thing. They're just not going to pay 120 million. I don't see Chelsea lowering the valuation anywhere less than, what was it? Than the money that we spent for Enzo, which would have been 105. And I still don't see City paying that anyway. So I don't see him going. Hey, look, I might not be winning the league, but you won't be either, bruv. I still have City down as favourites. As long as they keep Rodri. Yeah, that's kind of where I had the window at. 5.5 to a 6. Just about above average. Just. So yeah, David, if you're in the chat, I ain't really doing the 8 out of 10 window yet, bro. Brother was trying to tell us 10 out of 10 window. Not a chance right now. There's still time to change that, but we're not there yet. We are not there yet. Wait, what's TTM saying? Oh, you're damn right, bro. Like, he used to get all sorts of bullshit because he didn't run around and do all the hard yards and all of that shit. The fucking hell, man. I never said he's better than Pep. I just said Pep made a lot of mistakes in his last 2 seasons, and City just need a good coach, and they have a good coach. Literally, I even said that I'm not saying that he's better than Pep on there, but of course it gets put out like that. Cool. That's calm. Yeah, of course you'd forget about Gusto when we got Palestra. You had to remind me that he was even coming back to training. Yes, Daniel, bro. What are you saying, man?
You know what you're saying, Lewis? Can you hear me with this new setup?
Your mic sounds a bit far out.
Sounds far out. Hold on, let me use
There you go. There you go.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah. What are you saying?
Perfect. Shit, nothing much, man. I just heard the Lewis Skelly thing. The Arsenal fans are going crazy. What's up with that?
Yeah, big up Lewis, big up everyone.
Look, I just think that was there to ruffle some feathers and to just gauge interest around him. But I
You
don't
think it's more so his agent?
That.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you think it's more so his agent trying to like, you know, oh, Chelsea might get him if you guys don't give him a new contract or some bullshit, you know?
Yeah, no, I just think like with Bruno G joining, there's a bit of a question about minutes for Lewis Skelly, and like obviously, like at your age, you should be playing a lot more frequently. So I get why he's just sounding out interest, but even with this, it's like you're not really gonna get those minutes over here still.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, where is he gonna get these minutes? He's not gonna get it here. He's not gonna get it at any real big club, unless he's trying to take a step down to eventually like take a step up back to a big club. Because he's not getting the minutes here. I mean,
That's why Chelsea don't
I don't
make
know.
sense anyway.
I mean, I guess you could. Would you say he's a similar kind of player to Alex Scott?
No,
Box
like
to box
if anything,
mid or whatever he is. I don't know.
no, he sounds more similar to like Barco, if anything. Like a left back that can play in the midfield is meant to be good progressively. I mean, we know Lewis Skelly is just because we watch him the Prem, but
yeah,
I would assume he would be I assume Barco would be as progressive, according to what we've heard about him.
Right. I think probably the only difference or major difference is Barco's. Skelly's a lot more physical. Just because he's a little bit bigger, you know, taller.
No. Barco's meant to be physical himself. He's meant to be
he's
a strong duel winner.
yeah.
You know, he's very aggressive. I'd say that. But is it? We don't know how that translates yet to the Premier League. Is it like, is it aggression that makes sense, or is it more?
Daniel, your mic keeps coming in and out. Like sometimes it's close to your voice, sometimes it's far out.
Fuck off. All right, let me just fuck this. Hold on, let me just use something else there.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
I ain't even gotta use these.
But yeah, Nathan, what are you saying? What are you saying about this whole thing?
I mean, it's come out of nowhere, hasn't it? Like, it just screams of like his agent, who apparently is his mother. So that adds a whole nother layer of problems that they're either looking for maybe some kind of more
Big up
assurances
Cy for the memberships too, bro. Bless up, man. Sorry, bro.
No, it's all good. Like, it appears that maybe like his agent, like his mother, wants more guarantees of minutes. I'm guessing like that's what this kind of screams of, because this has come out of nowhere. Like, we haven't really heard a whole lot of him pushing to exit Arsenal like January, the season before, like last summer and all that. So, I mean, look, as you said, like he's quite similar to what we have in terms of profile of player. Like, the games I've seen him play, like for Arsenal, looks like a tidy player. He's still young, 19 as well. So he's by no means the finished article, but, you know, somewhat press resistant, good on the ball, you know. loves the tackle. Like it's not
You
something I would
know,
prioritize. It's not something I would prioritize in this midfield. I'm a big fan of Wharton. You know, like that's just me. I want someone a bit more of a passer in midfield than that. But look, if it was something like 45, 50 mil, I don't know if these owners would look at that and be like English international, like you know, like they just go for that price compared to someone like a Scott who's at least 85, 90 mil. So yeah, but me personally, I just don't think this happens at all. Not just because us, you know, Arsenal and Chelsea don't really do deals that way. We do deals with them, but not really the other way around. But
but AJ, I
not
think
so
if it's
much. But
if
it's
you're right and it's 40 mil or 45 mil, I think we'll probably do that for sure.
yeah,
This
yeah,
sounds like a Clear Lake deal. 19-year-old, 40 mil from a rival club. I think they would definitely do that kind of deal.
A market
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it screams. I've done that. But like
Yeah,
that's
you
something
know
like you can
Arsenal
have
aren't really
plays.
great with sales either, so you could get him relatively cheap. But
Yeah,
I
it's
just
pure.
I don't think it's the profile we need. I think we need
No.
someone who's a bit more physically imposing around the midfield.
Another theory is like they're desperate to get some money in on the books because obviously they've just spent a bunch of money, but and probably looking to buy one more marquee signing for their starting 11. So there's a possibility pure profit is a factor why they possibly look at one of Ethan Wanyeri or possibly Lewis Skelly to be sold. Then they're not selling Max Delvins. People forget that, but it's possible that's an angle. But other than that, he's more than likely staying. But for us, I mean, if you offer a player like that at his age, I wouldn't rule it out for our owners to consider, like for
Yeah.
that kind of figure, 45, 50 mil, thereabouts. So it's just crazy. If it's a
Yeah.
part of the Neto deal, if that's even serious, like another angle that could be possibly to do with it. But yeah,
On a,
it's a strange one. It
on a
is.
realistic basis, you could. I mean, Lewis just went over the fact that Fabian Ruiz he has
Mm.
1 year left on his deal.
I
So
like the Fabian Ruiz links, to be fair.
Noise
Same.
isn't coming out of nowhere. That's who I want. I mean, we talked about this last time, I think, and I mentioned it that if we're going for players, we're looking for a player in that age bracket or whatever. He's the guy. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And guys say, "Oh no, he's 30. He just turned 30. 29, 30, it's the same thing." You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bruno's 29, right?
Bruce 29, yeah.
And he's a winner. And this is the part people don't, I think, undervalue because they're looking at, well, he's not as flashy as this guy or as that guy or
Mm.
whatever it is. Do you know what it takes as a player, right? It's not all on him,
Yeah,
but it takes as a player to never lose a game for your national team.
of course. And also his club as well. Like the seasons he's had
Wait,
with
he's never
PSG.
lost a game for Spain.
He's
For
never
Spain, yeah.
lost a game for Spain. He's won
Fucking
everything,
hell, man.
right? He was starting in the Euros when they won it. He was starting in the World Cup when they won it. He was starting for PSG when they won both Champions Leagues. You can't tell me that player is not valuable, but Henderson is. You know what I'm saying? Like I get
Mm.
from the mental aspect if Henderson wants to use this as a coaching opportunity for him moving forward, but Fabian Ruiz can still play today. You can still
Yeah,
give
and
him
like
4 or 5 years, especially the way that he plays. He still
Yeah,
plays
it's
right now.
precisely the way he plays, if anything. Because people look at two players, right, that play in the same position and think they play the exact same way. It's not really how it works. You can have like two center midfielders, one that's more on the ball, wants to dribble, progress the ball, and another one who just wants to pick out passes, you know, is constantly scanning for a teammate, has the passing range, you know, press resistant, all that. So it just depends on what you really want stylistically in that position. You know what I mean? Like obviously a Marcel Skelly kind of looks, you know, profile-wise similar to a Lavia, but obviously some people Lavia's, you know, it's a gamble if he ever really fit, only completed one game really in 90 minutes, and that was a friendly. So obviously maybe some people might be thinking that if there's a way to get Skelly in, that's like, oh, if something happens to Lavia, Skelly's there, but it's all, you know, the whole Barker thing. It just raises more questions than answers because it's like, then what's Barker then? Like Barker should be really the midfield option. That's what we're being told. Left back inverts, but we haven't really seen that under Alonso. Really, the fullbacks really hold the width, if anything. So it's just which Lewis Skelly, you really don't want to put him in that position. To be honest, don't even really want Barker in that position. To be honest, but it's it's just one of those things where if it pops up and they go for it, I wouldn't be mad, but I just think like the priorities really should
it
just be
wouldn't really seem necessary.
Yeah, it's one of those that's not necessary, but if it pops up,
Oh,
then people are
for
like,
Lewis Skelly, not Fabian Ruiz. Fucking run me Ruiz.
oh, of course.
Okay, that's Fabian Ruiz to me just seems like that's
Talk about experience. He's won it all twice.
He has. And again, is this all in like irrespective of what happens to Fernandez? Because it seems like he's not going nowhere. Obviously, we already know there's been no bids and whatnot. We've known this for time, but he's back with the lads training and all that, so it don't appear like anything's real concrete in that front of him getting sold. So it's like Muzzle Skelly in addition to the likes of Barker, Lavia, Enzo, Caicedo, like that whole midfield's starting to get a little crowded, but obviously Asugo probably go alone, needs to go on loan, really. Lavia.
Yeah, Sugo definitely
so
going on loan because no one's gonna take that punt on Lavia.
Of course
And if
not.
Lavia stays fit, it better be over here, bro.
Because it's that's the thing.
Right, you're not buying Fabian Ruiz for him to cover tons of ground, though. You're buying him for his IQ and his passing.
And same goes for Wharton as well, complaining about like Wharton would have the same problem as Enzo Fernandez. He's a bit more mobile than Fernandez, as funny as that sounds, but Wharton does cover the ground way more than Enzo does.
Although, like to a point, like Ruiz would probably be cheaper than Wharton,
well, yeah,
especially with 1 year left.
Would.
I can understand why we tried to sound it out.
He most definitely would.
Big up Muradi. Hope you're well, man.
What are you saying, bro? I can't really hear you lot.
Try check your mic settings through the audio. I know it's a new platform, so it's still got a bit of teething problems. But I can't be asked for StreamYard where all three of you would just be echoing all the time.
Yeah,
like
none of us can deal with that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah, fuck that. But yeah, look, I understand the Fabian Ruiz links more. I just needed to see like somebody semi-reputable talk about it. There was talks about a few days ago, but the source seemed a bit dead. I don't remember who it was, but it was one of those like tier 4 sources or something.
Yeah.
Simon Phillips, I personally rate a bit more. So now he's saying we've spoken to his agent. All right, there's some genuine interest. However,
for age,
you need to see like what the fee is, because I just don't think Chelsea are going to pay a high fee for someone of his age. Especially now we know he's got a year left on his contract.
That's the thing. They're going to obviously say he's back-to-back Champions League winner. Obviously won the league and all that stuff. He's 30, like experienced and all that. I can't see him asking for any less than 60 mil. That's the problem.
50, maybe 60, because at the end of the day, he has 1 year left. You know what I mean? It's a similar situation to that Rodri was in, right? And Rodri's probably going to go for around 60 as well. So I don't. To me, it's like, they can keep doing what they're doing, and people can, I guess, rationalize it where they're not signing this level of player. Experience is going to cost you a little bit of money, and you're not going to make the money back. Not in a traditional sense where you're going to sell the player and get the money. You're never going to do that when you sign a player at 30 years old, especially if they're doing well, right? So forget about that. This is about creating a stability so you can actually, challenge. Like if I had Fabian Ruiz and Caicedo in my midfield and the keeper, I'm kind of in the Lewis side of things from last season where it's like, man, we can actually go for this shit. Right? There's enough balance, enough kind of experience.
Are we talking about the Fabian Ruiz signing?
Fabian Ruiz, yeah.
I've just seen his wages as well. He's fitting just fine with the wage structure. He's on like 110k a week in pounds. No, he's on 105 in pounds. He easily fit the wage structure.
Yeah, he could easily do that.
But
there's something that makes a bit of sense. The more I'm looking into this, the more I'm thinking, okay, there might be a little punt there. It's just if Fabian Ruiz wants to make the switch. And I don't really see why he would. Like, you're at PSG.
But why not, though? He's won everything. There's nothing.
I know, but it's like, you could win everything again, innit?
Bro, and Champions League football as well. That's another big factor. Do you know what I mean? We're obviously not playing in Europe this season. He's playing at PSG, highest level. Just won the World Cup. Champions League again, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Maybe if he wants a new challenge, which I could hear. But, like, I need to see that or hear it first. I can't just go off the assumption of it because I'm just going to build myself up for some
disappointment. We're not Arsenal, bro.
These are the type of guys that you should be going for. You're never going to get Vinny. You're never going to get some of the other world-class players. A guy who's a little later in his career who has won everything, right? There's nothing enough left in football for him to win. A new challenge, a raise in wages. Like to me, it just makes sense for you to. This is the player that you go for, and you offer a little bit more in terms of wages to bring him in because he makes 110. Maybe you offer him 180. You know, to come to come to Chelsea at this time in his career. I don't see whether or not it works out. That's who we should be going for, and that's what we should be paying and trying to bring in to elevate this team and this mid. Like, because there's no type of game that he hasn't played in. And whether or not people like it, that matters a lot, right? Because that's why people love Enzo. Well, Enzo's played in the World Cup final. He's played in this. Yeah, so is Fabian Ruiz, but he's also played in 2 Champions League finals. He's also played in a Euro final, right? He's also played in countless cups. He's also challenged way back in the day with Napoli. People forget that. You know what I'm saying? I think he
But
won
don't
it.
you, man, think we need to sort out the Enzo Fernandez situation first? Are you not saying get him on top of what we've got already?
Oh yeah, Enzo's situation is sorted. He just ain't gonna go.
Seems like
anywhere.
he's staying. Yeah.
But bro, if he's staying, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see another space
He's
for him
not
in
staying
midfield. I
long
mean,
term though. He's not staying long term. Even if he stays this season, I wouldn't be relying on Enzo's temperament or him
100%,
wanting to be here
100%.
for the whole season. If I can get Fabian Ruiz, I get Fabian Ruiz because at the end of the day, they were trying to get Alex Scott and Enzo was still here, right? They were still they
But I
made.
think they would. I think the links with Alex Scott was mainly us. Well, at that point, everyone thinking that's it. Enzo is gone. He's off. At some point, someone's gonna sign him. But obviously, at this stage, bro, do you know who the person I keep forgetting about is Barco? Like, this is the guy. Like, even today when we're linked with Lewis Skelly, I'm thinking, and this is the thing as well. We did this with Omega before sorting out the Nicholas Jackson situation. We brought another striker in, and at this point, we're in a bit of a pickle. I think I was asking Lewis about this last stream. Over who do you think our 3 strikers will be? And this is the thing, we're kind of forced with Omega going forward. Not that Nicholas Jackson, we're upset about it. But then this is a similar situation with Barco now as well. So Barco being here, does that cock block a move to Lewis Skelly?
Unless he's the Santos replacement, but yeah.
That's why I didn't really think like Lewis Skelly made a ton of sense because ain't that just meant to be the Barco profile?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
And even Barco, we're struggling to figure out how he really gets into the squad because we've got 2 left backs and we've already still got a ton of midfielders.
Is he going to be a left mid, left back, centre mid? It's one of them. It's the same with Lewis Skelly as well. It's the exact same profile. But to be honest with you, if we didn't have Barco and I'm taking a step back thinking who would I rather sign, I'm not gonna lie, it'll be Lewis Skelly, innit? You know what I'm saying? But
no, look, I hear it. If there wasn't no Barco, I'd get. But the same way, I wouldn't get from Lewis Skelly's side. If you're leaving Arsenal to go start somewhere. I don't necessarily think you start over here. I could see you start at United. They could do with a new left back. They're looking at Dorgu as more of a winger. So at least that makes sense. But like Chelsea, 1 game a week, still going to be sitting on the bench.
I mean, still got
big up though. Like the only reason why I'd really push for it is just I want to watch Arsenal fans crash out. And I've got that today anyway.
I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. Them getting Pedro Neto, us Lewis Skelly, bruv, cinema.
And Maldini, like maybe that's just why you're not hearing a lot about Wharton. Because like maybe he is willing to just wait another year over there. Oh wait, hold on. Boom. Big up CJ, man. Hope you're good.
Yeah, not too bad, bro. How you feeling?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
It's good, Nathan.
Big up, CJ.
The news has been relatively okay today still.
Yeah, some of us. Like
Enzo looks to be staying. I'm calm with that. Badia Shield's going to go on loan. I actually get it being a loan this time because of how injury prone he's been in the last 3 years. I'm not even putting Serie A tax on this one.
The Skelly one for me is a bit interesting because it's like, 1, it's so random, and 2, it's like that's one of their better players though. So for me, it's kind of like I think out of 10, this has a probability rate of like 3 of happening, unless like something drastic really does happen in the background. Because it's like I'm looking at the Arsenal midfield, and to be fair, I feel like he's 4th choice right now. Like I think Zubi still has a bit more seniority over him. Because you see how they went crazy to get Zubi last year. Like they really went through it with Liverpool. And I don't think you're gonna make Zubimendi your fourth choice ahead of Skelly and Bruno G right now, bro. He's going straight into the lineup, isn't he?
But
So
CJ, I was saying this to Lewis, said to the panel as well, bro. The whole Valentin Barco situation, it's exactly the same profile. We've got the exact same player. Obviously, I would love Lewis Skelly to be at Chelsea, but you know what I'm saying? That's another situation that's like, you know, we dug ourselves a bit of a hole here. Not saying that Barco is going to be dead, but when you compare him to Lewis Skelly, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've watched one and I haven't really watched one of the other one. And if you had to give me a choice, I'm going to go with what I know. So I will pick a Skelly over a Barco, even though Barco could be like quality, but you could still sell Barco, bro. Like that's you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not
see,
going
bro.
to be a difficult um move if you want to do it. Now, if you tell me these two guys are identical, not necessarily identical, but if they give me kind of the same qualities, then I'm willing to say, all right, you know what? One is not necessary. Let's just go with what we got at home and then
Yeah,
run it with it. But if you say you could get Skelly for like 40 mil, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm taking that.
100.
CJ, this is the greed the Bible talked about, man.
That's okay though, bro. It be like that.
This is the problem with. I think the owners of the not the owners, but the directors have this same issue.
Yeah.
Is yo just believe in the youngster that you signed.
You know
And
what, Daniel,
like
you know what it is too? Like you look
believe
at
in
this
the guy
market
that
now,
you
right?
invested in. At some point, you have to believe in these players and say, you know what, I scouted this guy a year before the manager even came in. You know, I've been following him. We think he's a good player, and we're bringing him in. You know what I'm saying? Like you have three players under 20 in your midfield or 21 in your midfield currently. Why add another? You know what I'm saying? Like why? What is the point?
Well, I think if okay, so I know they brought Barco in before Alonso came in. And since we're kind of on the whole train of back the manager, if Alonso goes, you know what, I might want a bit of a Lewis Skelly. And we also sold Santos as well.
Yep.
So if he's going to be that Santos replacement and that's the option the manager wants to go for, I'm not too mad at it. And Daniel, like, you know how we're talking about the even the left wing market being dead right now, bro. A year or two from now, the midfield market could be dead. And now you got a Barco on your books, you got a Skelly on your books, and you don't have to worry about none of that.
No, but if
Thing
these
is,
men are good
bro,
or
Yeah.
something, I'll be
I
real,
only
develop.
report to that is you only have there's only so many um, minutes that can go around. There's only so many spots in the team.
Mm.
Caicedo and Enzo are going to take most of those minutes.
Yep.
Now it's a question of when are you going to develop Barco? When are you going to develop Skelly? Right, if Skelly does come in now, if he's coming in as a left back option, I mean, I guess I could hear it, but then that also brings the question to the Chevalier guy
Chevar, yeah.
in
Yeah.
Paso, right? So when I mean, you guys have heard me say this several times. When you end up collecting so many midfield or so many players in the same position around the same age, your biggest worry isn't even developing all of them because you're not going to. It's never going to happen that way. Is are you going to choose the right one? Because you're probably going to sell one, right? Are you going to choose the right one, or are you going to end up selling the better younger player or the better talent because you want to hoard all of them? And maybe this guy, like an Oscar, shows a little more work rate when he's younger, but his talent level is not comparable to Kevin De Bruyne. So you choose Oscar because you want to win, so you choose this younger player. That happens at some point, right? Is this
but
happening with
Daniel,
some?
that's a great example as well, bro, with the Kevin De Bruyne thing as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, at that point, we were a different Chelsea. Our midfield was stacked. And then we sell Kevin De Bruyne, one of the greatest all-time midfielders in the Prem now.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't a case of we actually like these guys. We're gonna develop them. This is who we're actually going for. Which is why people like someone like a Buwadi would never develop here because you're not gonna give him the time and space to play as many games as he needs to play and everything else. People are
100%.
looking at him and saying, "Wow, he costs 100 mil. Why didn't Santos cost a lot more?" It's because minutes are shared. The only players who go for that amount is if you play a lot of games. Whether or not you're great or not great, if you have enough great games and you play 32 games, yeah, then people would probably sign. Like if Barco comes in and he plays 28 games, starts 17, and plays really, really well, yeah, you might sell him for 60 next year. Now, if he comes in and he plays 12 games or something, right, doesn't get any minutes, his development is stunted, and you're not getting that money.
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie. I think me and Nathan were talking about this last week, as well, bro. In my opinion, like with Enzo, this is the thing. At this stage, we can't move for another midfielder unless, and I know Lewis was saying the whole Enzo situation is sorted now, and we keep talking about the Santos replacement, but we already got that in Barco, haven't we? And then the other thing is as well, on top of that, and this is why I want to ask you, man, the question. Where do you think Enzo Fernandez actually fits in the Xabi Alonso system? Because he's been playing in the double six, and I'm not going to lie to you, with Enzo Fernandez, we've seen it. His best moments in a Chelsea shirt has come in between the 8 and the 10, box crasher. But then as a 6, let's be real, guys, especially in a 2-man midfield, he actually stinks, bro. Like especially in a 2-man midfield in a 6, and the game runs past him. He's only good when he plays deeper in a 3-man midfield where his immobility is covered. So what do you guys think? Do you think, at this stage,
Maybe you have one of the
Enzo
centre backs like drop
You're
in,
about to invite
like
a
a Reece
certain guy
James.
to this stream soon for you mentioning Enzo in that way. He's gonna pop up.
Pardon, bro?
New names.
Oh, he's talking about David, our favourite
Yeah,
Enzo.
David's
fan.
gonna rise in the chat.
You're about to
He's
get
gonna
this.
tell you how Palmer's a bag of arse, but Enzo's like the next Ballon
No,
d'Or
bro,
winner.
I rate Enzo. Let's be real. Like, he's on his day, bro. What he brings to
Oh
the
yeah, of
team
course.
is different. You know what I'm saying? He's an absolute baller. But in terms of the system itself under Xabi Alonso, what can he bring? Because at this point, you can't really play him in the inside 10 because that's what we signed Rodgers for. And I'm not gonna lie, he's not a sort of out and out inside 10, is he? He's like I said, 8 to 10 box crashing midfielder. But if you play him in a double six, and that's why we were saying players like Wharton, for example, Alex Scott could be a shout because he's more of he can actually do the proper box to
There he
box
is.
thing. Oh shit!
There he is.
There he
Big
is,
up
yeah.
David, man. But no, like Kings of London is saying, I feel like if you were to play a back three, you could cover those defensive deficiencies. Then you could have
can,
Reece
bro.
James
That's
just
the
step
point of
out from
having
the
extra.
defense a little bit more.
But if Fofana's the one stepping out, bro, you need the back 6.
No, but Fofana is that sort of player that can step out. That's his whole game. He's the aggressor centre back. He ain't the ball player. He steps out quick. The problem is just last season his timing was all over the place.
That's my
I
point.
quietly
bro,
think in pre-season he's looked a lot more impressive, but I want to see it in Premier League. Pre-season's one thing. I need to see it when the league starts because you were very disappointing last season. But I think a Reece, I think a Fofana can step out and be, and Lacroix too.
Lacroix, bro,
he
similar
absolutely
profile,
can. So there quietly could be a plan to be able to get Enzo in the team and to protect his deficiencies at the back. But I just need to see it in practice.
And the problem is he wasn't in preseason, innit? Obviously because of the World Cup. No. So he's still gonna need time to do the whole integration thing. We might see it not work for the first couple of games. And Xabi even came out and said it. He said that obviously game by game, that's when you're gonna see the development. So obviously we need to keep our expectations in check as well, don't we? Like we can't expect it like going to the Emirates winning 3-0 as much as I'd love it. But I think is a step-by-step thing, and we might even see what's it called, a Conte situation when we got slapped at the Emirates 3-0. I hope not.
No, that was before we switched to back three, innit? But no, Jabba, I also get your point, but that's also why I want a more physical midfield profile than a Lewis Skelly. Because I think what's been the problem with our midfields getting run through is specifically against physical midfields, because that's where Enzo's deficiencies get caught out a lot more. That's where you would want to switch to a Lavia Caicedo pivot. However, Lavia is made of Weetabix, so we can't trust him. If that wasn't the problem, we'd have so much better midfield battles. So I would rather us go for that sort of profile instead of going for a Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly's a great idea, but I just, the more I think about it, the more it just doesn't make sense.
Huh.
I think you're just buying for the sake of buying if you go in for him.
I'm getting him for the sake of Arsenal tears, bro. Other than that, I'll be real with you. I agree, bro. Doesn't make sense. Waste of money. CJ, I think you might be on mute, my bro. You're probably on purpose, innit?
Yeah, he's probably just doing something.
Lewis, I completely agree, because even if we sell Enzo, get Wharton, I'm not going to be happy. I need a 6'1", 6'2" DM. We've been missing a Matic type of midfielder since he left. I'm not saying he has to be the main option, but we need that type of archetype in our squad, at least as midfield. I haven't watched much of this Stuttgart kid that everyone keeps on mentioning, that Ches guy.
Keemer Andres.
Yeah.
Kim Andrews, yeah.
Right. But he's 6'3". He's apparently good at winning tackles and getting the ball and stuff. If he's gonna cost me 30 million, 40 million, I'm fine with spending that money on that as an archetyped option. Right? Obviously, nothing more than that, because if we're buying in the Prem, someone of that, I don't even think I can think of anyone besides Bruno G who's like that. He's left. And
Manu
everything
Kone,
in
but
the Prem would be
still.
50, 60 million
It's the
plus.
injury record with Kone, though.
Yeah, I mean, he played well for France, stayed injury
France, but I
free,
wouldn't.
but
Oh, yeah, he's a good player, but it's like, look, I already got one
Sonderberg, but
midfielder
I
can't
think
trust.
Sonderberg would cost 50 to 60 million in this market. And for fourth to third choice option, I don't mind taking the hit on someone like that Stuttgart guy.
I've seen Sander Berger's name
Hey,
come up so much this
or
summer.
Kemmer.
Kemmer.
Bro,
Yeah.
The one I rate, bro, is Mecha, the German for Germany.
Oh, please no! Please stop!
Felix
Stop!
Nemecha.
No!
I knew that was gonna get him.
God, no! Fuck off! Fuck off! I'm so sorry. I have to do this to you. First time meeting you. This World Cup bullshit again. You can ask
Bro, he was balling
Lewis.
out for
Lewis,
Dortmund.
you've had Jez on here, who's a Dortmund fan through and through. I watch Dortmund. That man is the most overrated. He's Conor Gallagher, 6'2". Just because he did well for 2 games for Germany, now everyone in the World Cup apparently watches fucking Dortmund week in and week out, and he's good. He's a fucking pace and power merchant. Just get fucking Goretzka if you want. For fuck's sake, if you're gonna fucking give him momentum. My God. Stay away, so fucking hell, man. Please. I do not want German Gallagher here, please, for the love of God.
Would you rather spend that money on a Stuttgart player who's, again, another youngster that we've got to
He's only had
develop,
one season
that
there
doesn't
as
have
well.
the experience, only one season, hype, and all of that stuff again? Or would we rather go out and spend, 30, 40 million? I know people are saying Mecha is not good, but bro, I'm not going to lie, from what we've seen in the World Cup, playing as a 6, doing his box-to-box thing as well there.
Once again, what are the words you said? Seeing him at the World Cup. Thank you. Once again,
bro,
this man's been.
I've seen him obviously in the Champions League, bro. And
okay, okay, you can ask multiple Dortmund fans. He's overrated. Lewis knows a personal guy named Jez who says he's overrated. I watched him. He is so overrated.
But would you rather go for that Stuttgart guy?
At least I know what he is. He's not a box to box. He's gonna sit back. He's gonna sweep the ball. He's gonna get the ball. He's gonna do a simple pass.
No one knows who he is after one season. None of us really watch the Bundesliga like that week in, week out.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
But okay, so I don't want from a year's time being like, shit, you're right, dude. He was Conor Gallagher, and how do we get rid of him?
Yeah, there's an element of gamble.
Going for him anyway, especially if he's up for 100 million, like KG's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
There's still like an element of risk involved.
Even if we put his money down to 70
I hear what
million,
Roddy's
he's
saying.
still overrated. I'd rather spend 30 to 40 on this 21-year-old then.
But he's not going to be 30 to 40, bro. He's going to be at least, the Bundesliga tax is going to be 100 M's for a kid that we don't know what he's going to be like compared to someone who's 30, 40
No, he's
million,
not. No, it's Stuttgart. Stuttgart's highest sale has nothing close.
Yo,
to
new streaming service.
Yeah, man. No echoes over here, man.
Yeah. Big up, fellas.
But yeah, I'm gonna do some more research into Keemer Andres later today because I've heard his name too much.
I was gonna say, I feel like the whole discourse about Enzo not being able to play as one of the sixes, low key is overblown. Bro, we had a Jorginho that was just as slow, and he played the 6 perfectly fine. Granted, he had a Conte
next to him,
but we still have a Caicedo as well. And to be fair,
Caicedo's not Conte.
Yeah,
you're right and wrong. He's good enough.
Wait. You still have a Caicedo, and you can still play your back 3.
No,
so in that sense, Enzo should be fine.
And maybe it's just a personal gripe that I have with this. The idea that the back 3 is a save all metric.
It's not a save all, but it's a safety net you can rely on. Like when you have a player like Enzo, I just feel like look, I get it. He's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just think this guy gives you more positives than negatives. That if you could keep him in the team, do it. If not, and he has to go, then he has to go.
But CJ, there's a hole to your entire point. You're saying that Conte and Jorginho worked out well. They didn't work out well for the league because we didn't win the league. I'm
I think
talking. We're
Enzo's
talking
our
about
backup
week in,
10
week out, and the physical. If you're talking about Europe,
Really?
sure, it
on the
works
left
for that.
side.
I can give you that. We beat PSG 3-0. I
Hmm.
can get you for the European type of play because it's less physical.
I'm not
less-
gonna lie, bro. I won the UCL with that. That's big. Low key is bigger than the Prem.
Brother, I get it, but you're playing a completely different sport when it comes to the league. I want to also win the league. I don't want to be a Liverpool where we say, "Hey, we won the Champions League in 2006, but we still haven't won the league in 30 years." I get the Champions League is bigger. I agree with that, but I also want to win the league. I want to win as many trophies as possible. If I don't want a team that's just good enough for the style of play of the Champions League, that's not good enough.
Also, it's there's a lot of different factors that came into us winning that Champions League. Partly with a keeper who was probably the best keeper in the world during that year, Thiago Silva, who was world class still at 38 or whatever he was, improving players next to him, right? And we probably had the hardest working front line in football, right? We don't, whether we like it or not, we do not have that. We don't have guys who will press like their life fucking depends on it and will die to help the midfield. The midfield wasn't just solid because the back line was there. It was solid because the front line was helping them a lot, right? They were pressing, they were tracking back, all these different things. So the element of that team is completely different to the element of this team. Just like Conte's team was completely different to that team as well, right? So it's just the assumption that if we have a back three, Enzo is protected. I think Enzo can play there. He just has to get better.
Yeah,
As he,
Daniel, I agree though, but I think
right, you're
for
not gonna
this to
get help
work,
from Palmer, right? Just quickly, right? You're not gonna get help from Palmer. You're probably not gonna get help from guys like Rogers and Estevao because they don't really track
Kenpo.
back
Yeah.
and help like that. They
Nah,
really
Rogers.
don't.
Rogers is good. Rogers
Yeah,
is a
bro.
pretty
And to
decent
be yeah,
presser. But I agree with you though.
But
I think I think
you guys remember that Champions League final, right? How many times did all forward players make blocks or whatever inside the opposition box?
yeah,
Even
yeah,
though
they
I
were
thought-
good. That was a good pressing front three, but a
Not-
shit attacking front three. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever you want. But we're talking about only talking about the defensive end right now.
yeah. I hear
The
you.
defensive end to cover up Jorginho's, mishaps or his inability to do certain things. Guys like Mount will drop into midfield and press like hell. Do we have somebody who can do that? And why do we want someone to actually do that? Don't we want Palmer attacking more and or
Yeah.
Rogers attacking more and getting goals? And wouldn't we want more of that flow over a team? Then we have to adjust because this guy's in midfield. I think he needs to adjust with the team. He can get better. We've seen players of his stature, of his ilk, of his playing style play deeper and play better, right? So it's not like he can't do it, but this idea of like let's adjust the team so it can fit him, I hate that.
well, Daniel, I was gonna say like I think
better.
we're good enough. We're good enough team to a point where like maybe 15 or 16 teams out of the Prem. Whenever we face these teams, besides the top, the big teams, we should be able to just play better than these teams. Now, every dog has its day, right? So there's going to be days you might catch, Cardiff, and they'll play you off the park. But I still think, in as much as Enzo, does lack that, defensive nous like a Caicedo, like I still think you could still make it work with the system. And this is when I'm not saying maybe build a team around Enzo, but he's good enough for you to be able to build a team around him or like build a midfield around him, get like a better goalkeeper than a Sanchez, get better defenders. Like I feel like if Enzo played in that Arsenal team, they would not miss a beat. Why? Because you're going to have a Saliba and Gabriel cover for this guy whenever. Like Enzo in that Arsenal
No, but
team,
that's you're completely wrong.
That's not necessarily true, and that's not even what we should be looking for cover for this guy because you see it with Arsenal, right? When they had, which is why they've gone in for Bruno now. They hate the fact that this Zubimendi guy is a liability on the defensive end.
Yep.
They
I
absolutely.
mean, Zuby burned out though. Like that, it's understandable. And to be honest, bro, like
Huh?
Bruno G, you get Bruno Zuby.
No, I'm saying you said he burnt out. Rice was about to die, right? He was about to die, and he still had to play because they couldn't rely on Superman.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I think it's just
no,
wordsmith.
I'm
He
agreeing
didn't.
with you.
Yeah,
I'm
he
agreeing
didn't.
with you. But
I don't think he means
the
burned
thing
out
is,
like Rice burned out. I think he just means
no, I
he
said
he
I
fizzled
meant
out.
no, not even Rice. I mean Zuby burned out. That's why Rice was dying damn near by himself. But see, a Bruno G is one of them guys. Even if Zuby had a great season and Bruno G wants to come to your team, you have to be greedy enough to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even
Yeah.
if Zuby wasn't dying, if Bruno says, I want to go to Arsenal, I want to leave Newcastle, bro, for
Nah,
75 amps, go pay the money.
if Zuby
Because
was at the level that they were looking for to sustain what they have. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Chelsea of old. You have a team that you have and still go out and sign SCN and still sign Jeremy and
yeah, you should be able to do that. You won the league.
I'm not
Absolutely.
against that idea of being able to do that, right? What I'm against is in the way that we play, because it's going to be a two-man midfield and then a number 10, which is what we've been doing for however long. I think Enzo would be great in a midfield three. I think he would be good in a
Big up, Jimmy.
I think he'd be good in a deep line too if he fixes up. I just hate the idea of, well, if we get these players around him, then maybe we can cover his deficiencies. Nigga, get better at your like, I've seen players.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like we've seen tens. We've seen tens. This happens all the time. Don't tens end up playing deeper once they get older? They all did. All of them did. End up playing the fucking double pivot. Scholes, Lampard, Cruz, all of them will end up playing in those areas eventually, especially when they're older and they lose their legs and they can't get back and forth. Right? He's already at that stage where he can't get back and forth. So I don't mind him playing in those areas. It's just the things that he should get better at. He can, but he hasn't.
I want to be honest with y'all.
To get better.
My biggest problem with Enzo isn't defensive work. My biggest problem with him is he's not good in build-up because he can't get the ball in the half turn and he's not press resistant. That's my biggest problem with him. I agree with what Daniel's saying, and to a point with what Lewis is saying is technically, in theory, by having an extra center back there, you've got more cover for your midfielders because you literally just have another body somewhat in close proximity. But I agree, because when I see Enzo, and I know international is slower and I know the Champions League slower, but he's not bad in the tackle. He's not bad in duels. He's just, when it comes to build-up, he's got to play the ball. Everything's got to be forward-facing for him. Everything has got, like, he can't get the ball with his back to goal turn. Like, I'm not even asking him to carry the ball like Morgan Rogers or somebody like that. But he can't. He's just not physically, or doesn't have the skill set to receive it, turn, beat like one guy, and then get his pass off and do the things that he's. Oh, excuse me.
He's fat.
Basically, I ain't got the sound.
It's a polite way of saying it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just quickly, there was a super chat from Sean Newlands in here. It said, as it stands, same midfield, same problems, great. But I would say it is also a different structure. So it might be able to be platformed just a little bit better. Just depends on how the manager can do it. But I do think with a back three, you might just be able to protect Enzo a little bit more than what we've done previously. But big up, Sean. Appreciate the donation.
Lewis, maybe I'm just remembering this wrong, but I think we still had some issues with Conte and Jorginho in midfield.
Yeah.
And the bigger issue was, and again, to me, those players are far superior to the guys that we have now. Like, I can have hindsight to say, you know what? Yes, I criticize Georgie and these guys, but you can't compare their level to Enzo and these guys. I think
well, Daniel, I think one of our biggest things when it came to like the Conte Jorginho situation was we lost both our wing backs. Like, Chilwell was out for the season. James was also done up. I think that's really why our seat, like, we didn't really challenge for the league, because I think that was at a point where we were going for it. So I don't necessarily think it was like the Jorginho Conte situation. Like,
from that standpoint, I'm saying when you watch Conte and Georgie, and I think Conte had to be superhuman, and we played him so much because we couldn't have Kovacic and Georgie in that midfield. That was going to get cooked. I don't think Enzo is as good as Georgie in terms of build-up phase. I don't even think he's in the same stratosphere in terms of building up from the back and his
I agree
IQ.
with that.
And I don't think Caicedo is on the same universe as Conte.
When it comes to covering ground,
I think is just whatever you want to.
Yeah.
As a player, I just don't think he.
Yeah. I hear you.
To be able to cover what Conte did and to carry those kind of, and Conte was ran to the ground. Caicedo is already feeling the effects of being ran to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I think get him a competent partner or Enzo step up in what you're meant to do. Be the real build up guy, right? And let's just go from there. Let's do this so we can adjust so he can play here or we can cover his flaws. Fuck his flaws. Either you adapt to playing double pivot or you fuck off. It's not hard.
But Daniel, you said my main thought process in the midfield thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Out of all of our midfielders, we all agree the most important one is Caicedo, right? Because whenever you think of a pair, Caicedo's there at all times, and then whoever goes there goes there. But the problem is we don't have a Caicedo replacement because the second he comes out of the team, bro, that's the midfield finished. There's no one that can do the running that he does. If Lavia runs, he's out for the rest of the season. Enzo, we know he can't run. Barco, unknown. And I think more importantly than finding an Enzo replacement.
Yeah.
Bro, Isugo is a 2-3 years Strasbourg and forget, in my opinion, bro. It's one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just send him there. It's done. And the thing is, Caicedo, it needs to go develop, bro, because he might be banging everyone's. Whoever called him Baby Caicedo as well, bro. I need to find that person. I'm not gonna lie to you as well.
That's why I was saying.
Yeah,
If you want a good, go ahead, Jim.
Is everybody acting like they don't know how he got the name now? Like he didn't play last year in preseason and was like crazy good. He wasn't just good. He was
sporting.
I was going on Rivals panels and backstage they was just sitting there talking for like 25 minutes about the dude. I remember the Bayern Leverkusen game and the Milan game. He looked great. He got hurt. Now he's back. He needs to go and play football. But like people acting like, oh, whoever said this, like yo, y'all, I think people are just mad performative. Like football fans got the memories of fucking goldfish. I just know that. Like, because the way people are here, here's my frustration. I don't mind people being like they being with Gittins, being like they being with Isugo. That's cool. But those same niggas turn around and be like, oh, yeah, we just need to see what Mudryk could do for 15, 20. Wait, what?
No.
What?
Oh yeah, that
see what who could do what? Y'all telling me these Gittins in fucking Isugo are like 21 and 20 or some shit like that. Mudryk is 25, got popped for PEDs and was trash before he left. They want to give him a chance, but it's like get rid of these other niggas who actually young. I be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't mind. It forced me to defend niggas that I don't even be wanting to defend. But like, I'm gonna defend Jamie Gittins when it comes to Mudryk. I don't give a fuck what y'all say, because I only seen Gittins for 500 minutes. He might not be good, but I seen that nigga for 500 minutes. I seen Mudryk.
That's the thing with Gittins. I just ain't.
This is how they get you, man.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They got you defending niggas that
they got you defending bullshit.
Yeah, but it's
principle. But I'm not about to rate Gittins that highly. But you're not gonna tell me that.
No. You guys are right. You guys are right because it's a principle of things, right? This is what I'm always going with. It's a principle, like you said about this Sugo guy. I made the same point earlier, just a little bit differently. When it comes to, okay, you have a Sugo who's 20 or 21. You have Barco, who's 21. You have Lavia, who's 22. You've chosen your young center mids. What the fuck is Skelly adding a 19-year-old to that lot? It's either you believe in these guys and you want to develop them, or you don't. We always go through this bullshit. It's like there's a new young midfielder, a young player out there, and it's like, why not add him to the list? I'm so glad that Bayer Leverkusen kid, the Kareem something.
Yes,
I'm glad he chose what he chose.
Remember, I was totally against that shit.
I'm glad he chose what he, because to him it's like, yo, what's the fuck is the? You have Sapayev, you have Gittins, you have Mudryk, right? And you have Rogers who's gonna start, and Esteval and Quenda. Why the fuck am I going there? I'm never gonna play.
And we don't even play with fucking wingers.
I'm never gonna play. So what is the point to go fight with 8 guys for two positions, or go to Strasbourg again? It's like, if I'm okay with this youth project, but y'all don't even believe in the youth that you're actually going for.
You tell me one season, yo, it's Caicedo's backup. He's the baby this, baby that, and the next season it's time to sell him. What is the, you know what I mean? what's the point?
Daniel, you want to laugh? You want to laugh? I could bring up right now on Twitter a whole thread with niggas not after the second 45, the first 45 minutes they played. I saw niggas like, oh yeah, because Esteval's greedy, so I would start Quinda. Quinda's a better player. I'm like, what? Where the fuck y'all get that from?
But Jimmy, I've gotten it. Guys are liars. They don't really. It's like FIFA. They don't really want to. Oh yeah, I believe in this player's talent. Let's develop it. They expect you to come in and play like your mom immediately. Guess what? Some wingers have a traditional arc, meaning they're going to be good after they've played 3-4 years in your league and they've gotten balance. That's a normal arc for a young winger or young player. So it's like, if you want a player who's Yamal's level, why not get a 27-year-old who's already that fucking level? I don't get it. Yamal, it's only one of Yamal.
Daniel, Jimmy and Daniel, you're so right about short-term memory loss, because does no one fucking remember it took Vinny 3 years until he went God mode, and then it took him 3 years where people were like, I want to sell him. He's shit. He does his tricks, but his decision making is fucking ass. And then he had the one.
And that's what I'm talking about. So,
but Goulart, even right now, hasn't established himself. I heard of Goulart 3 years ago. But it's like, I'm crazy when I say, yo, we keep trying to. We get one young player, he doesn't hit right away, we give up on him. Or maybe he hits and then he has a long period and we give up on him. And I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Do you expect these guys to be world class or in their prime at 21, 22? I don't get it.
I see people was talking about Endrick. And I was like, did y'all not watch what this motherfucker did when he went to Lyon? He showed you that he's the same. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you watch Endrick play and you think Esteval is levels above him, you don't know football. You be in a stand.
The same player.
These young niggas are all on the same level. They just need to play.
Jimmy, this is what I say about the center backs, right?
Play.
I say this about the young center backs all the time. Unless you're getting me an experienced top center back that's young, you're going to tell me about this other. Because remember, 2 years ago, wasn't it the kid from Benfica or Sporting that was definitely going to be the best young center back and we had to sign him? No.
Thomas
What's his name? Araujo. Thank you. I was forgetting his name. They wanted to pay 80 million. They wanted 80 million for it, and the fan base was like, "Yo, sign it." I'm like, "He's a random young player. There's going to be another one the next." And there was the kid that Liverpool signed for 65 million, right? He was the next one that we were supposed to get that was going to transform everything. No, the French kid that Liverpool signed.
Oh, Jacques.
For 65 million. Jacques.
Yeah.
It's always a new youngster that's like every year. And before then, it was Houston. Houston was the new young center back that would change our lives. Houston, Konate is taking his spot.
No, but then it was even this.
They don't allow these kids to grow. No, like kids are allowed to fail.
I think they take a year to develop, and that's
season,
not how it works.
Before Kubasi won the young player,
people were saying he was shit
at the World Cup.
Looking at you, Daniel.
Barcelona fans were pissed at him for getting the red card. For getting the red card that got them out, because both people in Barcelona fans were like, "Fuck La Masia center backs." They said La Masia, besides Puyol, can't produce center backs because both of them were causing the red cards to get them out for 2 years in a row.
But I mean, he's a young center back playing next to who? Who did he play next to for the World Cup? Like, what are we doing?
And the system is different because Flick plays a high line and Fonseca is not as high as
Fonseca didn't play a high line, and they played Ruiz and Rodri in front of him. You know what I'm saying? It's a different.
Still
like that's people. Those are managers who understand how to develop these guys. And guess what? With Barcelona, Flick knows. You catch Kubasi 1v1, it's easy money sniper. But guess what? I'm gonna keep playing him. I'm gonna keep playing him because he's gonna get better the more games he plays. Yes, he's gonna be a clown show in certain games because he's 20. That's gonna happen. I watched Kubasi in one game against Levante. The striker made the same move on him 3 times in a row and scored. The same move, I promise you. He did the same move. Inside out run, he scored 3 times. It happens with young center backs, which is why I have a lot more patience for guys like Cole than maybe other guys did back in the day. I was like, nah, he's gonna be all right. The rest of them that you're saying, like other young center backs are the same way. So let's just figure it out with the guy that we have.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, at the same time, you can't develop all these players at big clubs.
At the same time, you can develop one, but you can't develop 3 young center backs. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
Just get rid of the other 2.
When you look at the other clubs,
well, hold on. Muradi's trying to get a word in. What are you saying, bro? Your mic's a bit low.
Yeah, a bit low. That's why we can't. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
You need my mic, nigga. My mic is loud as hell.
We can hear you. It's just low. That's all.
The mic is low. We can hear you. But
No, bro. I was
on the settings. No, that's just muted him. Sorry. Go again.
No, can you hear me now, bro? Yeah.
Yeah. All good.
I was gonna say, bro, all these players that we're mentioning at this point, yeah, when you look at the teams that they were playing for, they all had experienced players to lean on when the tides were hitting the ship. And this is the problem, bro. We can have all the youngsters in the world, we can have all the talent in the world, and the problem is people are saying you can play them and they'll just develop with game time. But that's not how it works, bro. It works the other way sometimes as well. When you're, especially at a big club like Chelsea, bro, we're so quick to attack our players. And you know what? We're used to the top, the top players around the world and all this stuff. We had like 4 or 5 captains playing in our own team. But then the problem is when we're berating players like, for example, Josh, who comes in, plays a game, makes a mistake and is out for 10 games. That is the main thing. Who does he have to lean on? So we can't develop these players without getting the top experienced players for them to look at. And we're doing it now with Hendo, doing it now with Welbeck, and that's my point about the whole midfield thing. And I agree. I think it was Daniel saying it. It does not make any sense getting Miles Lewis Skelly and another 19-year-old in this situation. Now, where do we go from here, bro? When the shit hits the fan.
I disagree. If folks are saying that Asugo is not good enough to deputize for, and I'm not saying this is you, and I'm not, people on the panel, but if the consensus is Asugo's not ready to deputize for Caicedo and we're running Caicedo into the ground, the solution to that isn't to hope that Asugo develops, because he's not going to get the minutes to do it. It's to get a better profile get a better player than Asugo. And yes, you could say that better player was Santos, but Santos, it looks like he wanted to leave because the writing was on the wall with minutes and stuff like that. I get it. But if you're saying,
I'm not don't buy that. Don't buy
No,
that.
man. No, people.
Stop. Y'all need y'all to stop buying these theories. Stop buying that, bro. Because he went to a team where he wasn't guaranteed nothing either. Y'all gotta really. If you just look, teams don't like.
I'm going off what the nigga said.
I promise you.
You don't believe what he
said? He's never said anything. He hasn't even had an interview.
Go on. Finish your thing. Bro.
We haven't
That's
heard
what I'm
his side of
saying.
the
Like,
story.
yeah, I guarantee you, a team like Man United, who look at the midfielders they were trying to get, and they were looking at Santos anyway. You think they were like, yeah, you guaranteed the spot if we can get these other guys too? Get out of here. But my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, look, you know you're my man, 100 grand, but I disagree. I think Santos saw the writing on the wall. He saw Enzo, he saw Caicedo, and was like, you know what? When I'm never going to get the minutes here that I need, that I deserve. I'll say that I deserve, because I like Santos.
Help people.
I like Santos. Like I would have much rather fucked off Lavia, fucked off Barco, fucked off Sugo, and kept Santos.
I don't believe that. I don't believe like you never gonna get the minutes. I don't. How do
Yeah, KG. I would have to be on Jimmy's side with this, not because I like Santos, but because.
Daniel,
but because at the end of the day,
you said this shit.
Hold on.
Ago.
Wait, hold on. Let KG
run to the motherfucking ground. If they get run to the ground and you're the backup midfielder and you're seeing those motherfuckers out there gassed out and you're still not getting a chance, and I'm not saying he shouldn't have got a chance. We all knew.
But he played 2000. Hold on.
He should have been playing from day one. Is
people have got this fake ass narrative that's like Santos didn't play.
Second half of the season, he played.
No, period. Season, period. He played, period. I hate when they try to break up the seasons into.
No, he wasn't playing on the Maresca.
He played.
He wasn't playing.
Bro, because he wasn't ready. When the season started, you're going to play your best players. I hate this idea. Like, I got Enzo, I got Caicedo, but I'm going to play Santos just because. He didn't need to play. First half of the season, we were doing well. He didn't need to play. Enzo wasn't playing bad. Caicedo wasn't playing bad. I hate when niggas like, oh, Santos wasn't playing. When should he have been playing? When?
First half of the season.
We were.
Yo, we played like 65 games last year. So of course his minutes at the end of the season is going to be high. I get that. But first half of the season.
My point is, Maresca left at the halfway point. Before that, where's all these minutes he was supposed to play when he plays Enzo and Caicedo? They were playing well. The team was not playing bad.
I agree.
Okay, so I think we're going into we're kind of diverting to two different points. Jimmy, I agree with your point that I don't believe shit that comes out this board, and I've never believed it about, no, the player wanted to go. They told me a player who just signed a 7-year contract a month ago wanted to go to Newcastle for his family. And you told me, it's like you're telling me that I'm a dumbass. And then I'm being gaslit. Then I'm being gaslit about the fan base saying, of course, his dad is a Newcastle fan. I'm saying, wasn't all this true before he signed a 7-year deal? Everything you just said about his family being Newcastle and all this shit, wasn't all that true? Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall. And then it came out the other day.
Hall was the start of I don't believe none of this shit. Of course,
he never wanted. Lewis Hall said, "I never wanted to leave." He said it. He said,
but when they showed me that,
go back because I never wanted to leave. And now y'all hearing the same shit. Oh, Santos wanted to leave. Come on, man, stop believing.
They're trying to tell you on shit that doesn't make sense.
The 7-year deal.
It doesn't make sense. They try to gaslight, and it's like, yo, are they trying to gaslight me in my head and just make me feel like? Because he went through the season, right, where he barely played because he was an 18-year-old. Then he signed the contract. And he was about to get loaned, and then he left for Newcastle a month later. And then they told us it's because he wants to go. And the fan base ate it up. And I said, but I'm saying, how do y'all believe this? Why would he sign a 7-year deal?
So Daniel, why did Santos leave then? Why did Santos leave, Daniel?
Because they sold him $50 million.
Because we needed to have money on the books to make certain signings for this summer. Whatever you sell a player for, you register it for this summer. Whatever you buy a player for, you amortize it over 5 years. The reality is, out of all the midfielders, he was always going to make the most money, right? Enzo is unreachable. No one is going to pay 120, so he's not going nowhere. But in terms of players you could sell, you have a Sugo. Like I said, when you have 3 of kind of the similar type guys, they're going to make a decision. And I'm always scared of you making the wrong decision, which is why I don't want some of these guys in my team.
Talk about that.
Right?
Don't get rid of the wrong guy.
I've always said this. You have Lavia, who's injury prone. No one's going to sign him. And Sugo is not going to make you that much money if you do sell him. But Santos is going to make you a significant amount of money if you do sell him. Right now, they even messed that up because they could have made 70, if we're being honest. They're just incompetent in every way. So they made 55.
They rushed it. Yep.
But out of all those 3, who makes the most money? It's Santos. It just makes sense that's why I was saying that before the summer ended. I mean, before the season ended, he's going to get sold because they need money, and who are they going to sell?
Yep.
Now you can say I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and
tell you a player want to leave. Nigga don't want to go.
I just don't believe he's desperate to leave because of minutes, and it's like you're going to United where you're not even guaranteed minutes. Why would that? How does that make sense?
I don't know. I hear all that, but at the end of the day, I still think that he's going to get more minutes at United than he would have got here.
I think that's true.
I mean, he will because if they signed him for 55, so obviously they're going to give him a chance, right? But for Chelsea, he should have been the 3rd center mid.
Yeah, I agree.
He would have been. He would have been.
Right. I agree with that.
There's no doubt.
So that's more so what I'm talking about. And if you're the 3rd center mid, you're going to get minutes. You're going to play at least 30 minutes every game.
And let me ask y'all this: if and we all know this, if he was playing trash, Man United fans would be crashing. Oh yeah. Everywhere you look, Daniel, what do you see Man United fans saying?
I try to ignore it. I'm not gonna lie.
Guess what? Well, I don't. I make sure I follow it.
I try to ignore it, bro.
In love. They said, you know what the first thing they said? They said, yo, he always know where he wants to go with the ball. And that makes my skin crawl because I've been telling people that let him get time on the pitch when he starts playing. Y'all would see this dude is different great. And he's a
listen. He's an
fucking
arrival now,
interceptor
so
of the ball.
he's an arrival now. So I hope all this ends up being wrong. But the one thing I'm looking for a player,
you ain't the only
when
one.
I see a player,
After they games,
when I see a player who has like a low physical mobility, right? They're not very agile and they can't move around as quickly. I look for how quick do you make your decisions, and especially you learn that later on in your career. He's learned that early on, where I know I'm not going to get the ball, shimmy ya, and then pass it. So I know what pass I'm making before the ball even comes to me. First time passes, that's his bag. First time, I'm making the pass. And his interceptions, his reading of the game is only going to get better. Physically, he's never going to be.
He's that young
he's
and can
only
read the
going to
game.
get better.
Come on, man. He's that
Hold on, guys, just quickly.
I try to tell people it's IQ. This dude he doesn't have pace and power, and he can read the fucking game, bro. And I'm not sitting here acting like we losing world-class player now.
It's not about right now.
Like Casemiro type, I would not be surprised.
It's not about right now. It's about the future. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
None of these guys are world class right now. None of these center mids at this age are world class. Even the ones that we have that are older than him, and Caicedo and Enzo, are not world class.
Not world class players. I told people that.
It's not even about that. My thing was, I was hoping they would sell him outside of England. I was, in my mind, I was thinking like Inter Milan or something.
Me too.
Would get him. So
but just quickly, we got a few super.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
But it's just a nightmare getting through them. So just bear with me quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is horrible. I feel for you, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's a fucking.
Yeah, because you can't see it here.
I'll find the right platform, but like this one's good, but like it's not helping.
Because even the chat was frozen for like a minute.
Yeah, man, like this app doesn't bring up super chats, so I have to go through here. So I'm gonna try and use a different one tomorrow. But Sultan says, "Why are we talking about incoming? Have you guys forgot who our owners are? Barco is a Santos replacement. Window is a 2 out of 10. A lot of the players need to go. TikTok time is running out. I wouldn't say 2 out of 10. I think 2 out of 10 is a bit wild. I call it a 5 or a 6 so far. But I wouldn't say that. But big up Sultan anyway. I don't even think Barco is the Santos replacement. We just don't really know what the plan is for him, full stop. Big up OG Harmony. He says, Jimmy, they even said during the season that they would have to make a transfer that might unsettle the fan base. It's looking like it was Santos all along. Yet, although to be fair, like the Santos fallout was only for like a day or two. And then we didn't really get anything after the fact. So I thought it'd be someone that'd be a bit more unsettling than like Andre Santos, because he was still on the fringes of the first team. But big up OG as well, blessed for the donation. Big up AG saying whoever's rattled by Andre Santos, he had a few steady performances in pre-season. He had the minds. He showed next to nothing and was then asked to go. I thought he was all right second half.
He showed next to nothing.
I won't say he was special. I don't think he was
That's
shit.
crazy.
Daniel, people like that, I don't even respond to weirdos like that. I don't even respond to niggas like
I just don't know what they're looking for. That's my whole thing. I'm confused that
just
like
one more super chat. Pachara says, where was his version of Solo Sokoa? I don't know, but I hope they haven't killed him with that Monday Night Raw result, because I'll be fuming if that's the case. But love for everyone. I'll still keep the super chats going through, but I just have to get up on a different tab. But bless up, my guys. But yeah, Andre Santos, like, I don't think there was really like a crazy amount of fallout bar the first day or two. And that's all it's ever going to be. You can be annoyed about it for a day or two, but then you're going to move on because he weren't a starter for us.
There's the echo.
I know you're not echoing.
Oh yeah, that's Maradi. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. I was gonna say, ain't no way that shit's following.
I was about to say, I know this shit ain't over here.
Like you're trolling me at this point.
We got PTSD big time.
Yo, Jimmy, and to your point of like United fans like hyping up Santos, I think Santos is definitely a good player. I think sometimes they go overboard because. No, for sure.
No, they don't. Go look at the fucking the video evidence. Go watch it.
No.
Just go watch it.
No.
If I don't want a nigga to say somebody doing something that you didn't go watch. Go watch it.
I'm not denying the fact that Santos is a good player. For me, it just feels like, when you're really trying to like double down on something you haven't seen for a minute, like Santos is quality, but I don't know. It's weird. It feels like this. They really want to reinforce, like, we took one of your better players. So then they might go slightly overboard.
Bro, what did I
That's
just say?
That's my thing with Santos.
Nah, they were crashing.
But did you watch it, though?
There was some
But you didn't watch it, right? That's
Watch
a weird
what?
comment.
No, he's not. No, hold on, Jimmy. He's not wrong because there's probably some people who probably feel like that, right? Who's like, it's a Chelsea youth player. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna back him to fuck with Chelsea fans. I'm on the opposite end of. I don't give a fuck about how they're feeling about it. I have seen some of those clips. I haven't watched the games, and he looks like the player that I know him to look like.
Yeah.
The issue that people have to understand is he's going to play a lot of games.
No, but Daniel, that's my point. I know Santos,
and he's going to get better.
What I'm saying is that quality it's good, right? But I feel like some United fans, it's almost like you gotta get a lick in and be like, yo, we took one of your best players. So then they go overboard. Like the guy's good. We're crashing out that you took him for 50 M's. Like I would have wanted to sell him for no less than 60.
Say nothing about you got your best
I would have wanted Santos to go for no
less. It's quite the
than,
opposite, actually.
No,
A lot
no
of them
less
were
than
quite
60.
pissed.
Yeah,
But
they didn't like it. They were like, "Why?"
They didn't like the idea of Santos, if anything.
Nah, bro. Like,
no, that's what they were saying. That's what like.
You,
that's what.
bro,
that's what. Like me, Jimmy. Like we're on panels. Like these.
Yeah, we're all
motherfuckers
seeing like
were
the United.
Mad.
Yeah.
They were mad. Look, they were.
you got to watch some of their big accounts, bro.
No,
like
I'm
their
telling
big
you,
accounts,
it was
they like.
No,
the
I'm
big
telling
accounts.
you, it was the weirdest thing, right? They were mad at us. They were like, we don't want to buy your fourth choice midfielder. We were mad at them because we were like, our fourth choice midfielder is worth more than 50 million.
No, but KG, they got PTSD from Mason Mount, bro. That's what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
That's all it is. Them and Arsenal have PTSD from the Kai Havertz, the Mason Mounts, the Madueke deals. But those motherfuckers don't realize their clubs wanted those players. We didn't. You can't put a gun to somebody's head and say, yo, you're gonna pay 50 for Madueke. They called us and was like, yo, we want Madueke, and we were like, all right, bet 50 million, and they said yes. Instead of saying, you want what? Oh hell no, and hanging up the phone.
Bro,
like, don't get mad at me because I got the goods that you want to buy.
Game week like 13, 14. Mm-hmm. Henderson, 65 minutes. Stinker and Hook. I mean, we be here. We be here, Daniel. That's all I'm gonna say. When Henderson play a 65-minute game, I'll be here. I'll be right here, my nigga.
Oh shit.
Yep.
No, we better get
D Henderson run out. I'm saying when Jordan Henderson run out that bitch.
Regardless.
Pay 65 minutes.
Oh no, he's not gonna play at all. All right, man. We'll see.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's here to be an unk. Okay. All right. You know what unks do?
He's here to coach.
You know what unks like to do? Fuck they nephew girls, nigga. That's what niggas like. I'm gonna go in and look for some cutty. Fuck wrong with you,
bro? I don't even want to see Henderson against Luton, bro. That's how bad it is. When we play Luton,
is his arm healed?
Reaper.
I hope not, bro.
Reaper. Remember, Reap. When it's like week 7, when it's game week 17, and starting sheet come out and it's a few injuries, and motherfucking Jordan Henderson is running out. I don't want to hear shit from none of you bitch ass niggas. None of you. No, I don't want to hear shit from none of you niggas.
Hopefully he gets hurt on the way to Southern.
Listen, that Henderson and Welbeck double on the team sheet, man. That's gonna be nasty to see. You're reading down, you see Welbeck, and then you see, oh man.
You know the bad part is.
Thank God Tosin is gone, because if I saw Welbeck, Henderson, and Tosin, I might end it all, man.
Yo, motherfuckers.
That might do it.
Why say that into the universe, man?
That would be
no.
How you gotta do this?
Yo, people are already mad in the preseason.
I can't take that, bro. That's fuck.
Why you gotta?
No,
that'll be a nasty Carabao Cup lineup that'll get us knocked down.
No, that's nasty.
That's what nightmares.
That's nasty.
I'm gonna stop watching.
We get fucking Palace away or something in the 4th round. You're gonna see that shit.
Yo,
Teddy Sharman low in net.
I'm telling you, man.
Fuck that Luton.
Really
you know what's so crazy? See that Luton. Yo, you know what I be laughing about the most? All this shit that when niggas said I was going overboard last year, niggas all ended up on the same side I am. This year, I'm not allowing it. This year, I'm telling you, bitch, I'm calling you niggas out. The first minute I hear you niggas start to switch, I'm calling you niggas out. Nope. Go back over there. Don't try to come over here. I'm keeping notes. Last year, I ain't keep receipts. I ain't keep notes. This year, I'm keeping them. Even you bitch ass niggas in the chat. Y'all some of the worst. Because y'all ain't on this motherfucker talking, y'all in here every day. I know a lot of you niggas' opinions, and I'm going to make sure y'all stick to it. You bitch ass niggas. Yeah. Last year, when y'all was telling me you going overboard, Jimmy, you doing too much. The window's fine. Yeah, nigga, we finished 10th. Fuck out of here.
Man, we're trying to say 8 out of
I'm
10 in
keeping
July.
notes.
Like, no, get everything done first, and then we'll talk.
I feel
Still
like,
need one more midfielder. Still need a centre back.
I feel like us as a panel start needing to make bets with chat about what's gonna happen, right? Mid-November is gonna happen. We're gonna go on a good run because I trust this manager, and we're gonna get: are we challenging for the league or are we chill guys? And half the chat is gonna be on smoke, and then us panelists, because we've suffered through multiple streams with different content creators, are gonna be like, we're chill guys, and it's gonna be a civil war. And then December's gonna hit, and we're gonna see if we're actually Chelsea from old times or we're Chelsea from after winning the league.
No, but I'll be real, bro. Fuck all the chill guy talk, man. If we're playing one game a week, and we're here not playing anything in Europe and all that shit, bro. We got Xabi Alonso in. We asked for a manager that comes in with ilk. The only thing we need sorting right now is our squad. Once we sort our squad, bro, I don't want to be hearing next year, 2 years, project and all that nonsense.
I know, but
bro.
I'm also not going to be hearing we're challenging for the league in
November.
Yeah, bro.
I was.
As Chelsea fans, we gotta already know that we gotta wait till Christmas.
No
we do have to wait. We do have to wait, bro.
But the league in December, when I've been doing this deja vu for the past 10 years almost.
No, but bro, as fans, there's one thing. But I'm saying, as the club itself,
big up everybody.
Big up, bro. But I'm saying, as the club itself, bro, we can't be thinking, you know what, we're signing players for the next 3-5 years. It's now, bro. We need to be signing players for this season. We've already wasted 5 years, and there's no more time to waste, bro. We've seen Arsenal win a title already, and bro, in my lifetime, this has been the shittest year of football. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Facts.
Oh, I hear that. This has been a horrible year.
And they might go back to back for once. I wouldn't hate that.
Nah, that ain't happening.
That, bro.
That ain't happening.
I hope not.
Pray it don't.
Right, everyone's acting like they got a clear run. As long as City don't sell Rodri, that is not the case.
But if they do,
it's not even just that. It's just
if
like purely
because
it's just purely because they've the least changed their squad.
It depends if Barca pay up. Well, we know what Barca.
I'm tired of depending on Rodri and City, bro. I'm tired of depending on City, nigga.
So am I, man. But like right now, I don't have enough confidence to say we're gonna do it. I need Chelsea to show me that. Last year I jumped the gun. I am not jumping the gun again, bro. I was a fucking meme all year.
We still have Sanchez.
Let Chelsea
know what to
Lewis,
expect,
bro.
so.
Barcelona. I remember being in the shed then, bro. I was with my boy. As soon as I seen that third go in, I swear to God, bro, I put my neck on the line. I said, yo, we're winning the league. Fuck me, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we just got betrayed immediately.
Honestly.
December is a humbler. So we gotta get past December before we start having any of them conversations.
Honestly, I think
we get past December, I hear it. I'm with it. But not until then. So yeah, that's kind of why I view the title situation still.
But the thing is,
Gerard Romero's planning on an installment for Rodri. See, again, I think City will end up just keeping him for a year, and it makes more sense for them. Why would you let him go when you ain't won the league for 2 years? Think about the statement that you're sending to the rest of the league. Hi guys, we're not serious. Love.
But bro, the truth is, no fan base out of everyone, apart from Arsenal, would be confident that we're gonna win the league. Everyone's going through transition this year. Like, City, do you know what I'm saying? Liverpool.
No, I hear it, but like, you don't. It's not based on how the fan base thinks, innit?
It's a club. That's my point, innit? So as I'm talking, as the fan base, we need to hold our guns a little bit as well. Obviously, don't go there screaming we're gonna win the league, blah blah blah. But as the club, bro, if I hear the word project one more time, because what does project mean? Project means not now, later. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear it, but even Xabi Alonso's talking like that. He's saying like, yo, this is going to be a process. I'm going to need to build things through the first year.
Listen, that's cool. That's cool for a league title, but bro, we haven't touched a domestic title in house.
Oh, yeah.
How many years?
2017.
And there was a point where we went to a final every year. We stopped even going to finals. So we got to get back to doing that, right? And actually winning domestic titles, winning the other titles that are on the fucking table. Just win those.
You know what's crazy?
Why are you still good enough? Go win the FA Cup.
Yo, Daniel, you know what's crazy? I think we win a domestic title this year. My words.
I hope so. That'll be nice.
You gotta win it. You gotta win the FA Cup for Carabao. Have to.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Go get the FA Cup.
Though.
We went out sad against City in the FA Cup final. Just defended and died.
Horrible game. The only thing that saved my life was that Xabi Alonso announcement after, bro. I'll be real with you, because after that game...
And that's why they did it.
By the way, they weaponized the Alonso, here we go. I wasn't even happy. I got to the away pub in Baker Street. They were already doing Jabby Alonso chants. Like, brother, we just lost a cup
What
final.
the fuck, bro?
Leave it for a day, man. It took the whole weekend for me to be okay, cool. We got Jabby. I'm okay, but I needed to like get past the cup final.
It sucks because the league, Lewis, the league is really open. That's why I think a lot of us are like really anxious. This isn't City where it's guaranteed they'll win the league every year. It's fucking Arsenal. We're hoping City's good enough this year.
Brian Daniel, that's my point, bro. The fact that it's,
which is annoying.
The fact that
like, they're not that good.
But I think like there will be teams that step up because I don't think Arsenal are gonna have like a standout season. Like even last season it was 85.
They don't even have to have a standout season to like they might win it with 82 points or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be,
bro. It's open.
A lot of players coming back from the World Cup into back-to-back seasons. We saw how much it damage does. I could see it do the same thing to them.
And we got lucky with JP and Cole Palmer staying back as well. Do you know what I mean? One of our main two players not going to the World Cup. But Daniel, bro, that's my point. At the end of the day, like everyone is in the same boat, really. The league is open for someone to go and take it. Do you know what I'm saying? As a club, I'm not talking about, again, not the fan base, but the club themselves. We need to be thinking, right, what can we do to take advantage of this, situation? There's no Pep. Liverpool, they got the whole transition phase going on. I already mentioned City. United are going to be back with 2 games a week playing in the Champions League, and their midfield right now stinks. Casemiro's gone. Is Bruno Fernandes going to do the same thing for them last year? I doubt it. And this is my point, bro. 1 game a week. We need to take advantage.
It's everybody. Like people always focus at the top, but look at the teams in the mid-table that changed managers. Bournemouth changed their manager. Crystal Palace changed their manager. Forest changed their manager. I think I read the other day it was something like 12 teams, 12 or 11, 12 teams that stayed up from last year have a different manager than who started the season last year to start. So it's like you said, it's there. I think whoever wins is going to get like 80 points. Yeah, I think everybody's.
It's such an open league that it annoys me that we just don't go out and get a freaking keeper. So sign a really good keeper, right? Sign a really good keeper and sign that center mid, or sort out what you have to sort out with this Enzo guy.
Jabby needs to see both goalkeepers. We ain't even watched Penders play yet.
Yeah, Penders barely played.
Why didn't he play that last preseason game? Anybody know?
I have no idea. They haven't disclosed why he didn't play.
I don't know if it's like, would sharpness even be relevant for like the goalkeeper? I'm not sure, man. I don't know.
He didn't even play in the World Cup, bro.
Like a bug or something. I don't know.
He's not serious. He should have. If he wanted to be Chelsea's number 1, he should have made whatever sacrifice he had to. He's not ready for this role, man. And he needs to play. If he's not ready to be number 1, he just needs to play. So you should have set him back to. This is going to be another star thing. When you fuck up his development to bring it to be on our bench, because you can send him on loan, back on loan to Strasbourg, and he'll be fine. Yeah. He'll play every game. He'll get better.
That's the thing, that us being linked with Diogo Costa still don't make sense as well, because he's like 27, similar age to Sanchez, which means you sign him on a 6-year contract. That means what you want Penders to compete with Diogo Costa, which he probably doesn't. Maybe he beats him to that position, maybe he don't, but you ideally need a keeper that's like 30 plus, so then they only maybe 2-3 seasons and then Penders takes over. But it's just, but again, we needed an upgrade over Sanchez because Sanchez isn't good enough. So
but Nathan as well, bro, we need like 2 competent goalkeepers. You know what I'm saying? Remember the days, bro, where we had Cech and Kudicini, bro, and then Hilario as well, bro. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, obviously at this stage we got Sanchez. For me, you're never going to see him win a title, bro. He's not a title-winning goalkeeper. And then Penders, again, it's a young keeper where I'm happy to have him as our number 2, get used to the club, get used to the English game and all that stuff. But I'm saying if Diogo Costa comes in, it's going to be because Sanchez is going. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I only mentioned Diogo Costa because going to happen. That's just a name that gets linked to a
Yeah, that's the only name that's been linked with us. Yeah.
I don't think we get a goalkeeper, bro.
Hulk and Cavani and Diogo Costa and all of these yearly links that never end up pulling up.
Yeah.
Well, once upon a time it was Mike Magnan potentially with Kobel. There were somewhat loose links to Kobel as well. Like any one of those would have been good.
And we took the piss with that Mainen, bro. That was nearly as bad as the Arsenal putting a nug in for Suarez, man. Honestly.
Mate, that and then like we weren't even bringing back what was I forgot what his name even was. But at least look, Sanchez had a good Club World Cup, but everything else has just been. It was all right under Maresca, to be honest. It was when Rafinha came in that went right back to being shit again.
It was just his distribution, to be fair, Lewis, bro. I'll be real. He's a shot stopper.
I still think the shot stopping's like good for him.
Yeah, he's good, but distribution.
But there is questions about his like concentration. I'm not too sure about that one yet.
And the thing is, under Xabi Alonso, we ain't seeing that short passing behavior, bro. I saw that video of him getting vexed when what's his name, Sanchez kicked the ball out of play. But I think we're happy to play long, especially if we get the height in and stuff. But in terms of short playing, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue this year. And that's the thing. Xabi Alonso might be looking at that as let's see what he does. He's a good shot stopper. I don't really need him to be playing short and take it from there for next season.
Yeah, I think so as well, man. Still. Yes, Jordan, what are you saying, bro?
Chilling. I was thinking, right, because it's so open this season, I was just, chatting to my friends, and I was thinking it's going to be like, I think Chelsea or United is going to shock me. Genuinely. That's what I was thinking.
My guy.
Chelsea or United, what?
I think Chelsea or United shocked the league this season. That's what I was saying with my boys. Like,
wow.
I don't rate the Arsenal back to back. I don't rate it that much. And City, they look like they're going through like a really heavy transition period. I don't rate Liverpool's team either. I'm saying, it's either Chelsea or United, bro. That's just looking like.
Outright from the jump, man, said Chelsea for the league, man. Yo, I love it. I wish I had that confidence, bro, but I need them to show me it.
Yeah. I like how we look with three at the back, though. I'm going to be very honest. I like how we look.
Yeah, so do I. There's a lot of potential there, but I just need to see it consistently in the Prem. With one game a week, we've got a great opportunity to build some consistency. I just need to see them do it. I don't want to call it. I'd rather just witness it and let them like lead me into that confident point where I think, cool, yeah, these men can go for it. I actually think we could do it this year. But you got to show me that. Sorry, your man just got to show me that. We still haven't even completed the window perfectly yet.
No, still
100%, bro. And December 31st.
We need another midfielder, or you are looking at Henderson as depth. And I want with Henderson with depth in mind. I just thought you're going to be there, have some cup minutes, and that's it. If you're depth, you could end up starting. I don't really want you
you're also forgetting Reece James being used in midfield as well.
Yeah, I could see that with Ruiz, or even him like just coming in from centre back into the midfield.
Yeah, I personally like.
Because the idea is Palestra's going to be our starting fullback, either on the left side or the right side.
Probably.
But it might be on the right side now. We got Chavaria in.
Chavaria will be on the left, yeah.
And we can't be seeing Hato. Yeah, Hato's not a left wing back, bro. That's the only thing. Like for him, he's either left back in a back four, or left centre back in the back three. Do you know what I'm saying?
More comfortable, yeah.
And this is the thing, bro. I was watching. I can't even remember what I was watching yesterday, but they were talking about Pedro Neto being a good sort of left wing back and all that stuff, bro. Yeah, bro. But the thing is, I'm not. That's what Quenda will do for us. He can play in the right wing position. He can play in the left wing back position. And I'm not gonna lie. We always keep saying, is it gonna be Esteval or Quenda? Why not have both of them demons together, bro? Do you know what I'm trying to say? One on either side,
potentially.
But it's just like Lewis said, bro. Like the main thing at this stage, we've got the manager we asked for. We've got the sort of experience that we want. We just need to complement the squad with another centre back. I'm saying a goalkeeper. And then obviously at this stage, what's happening with the midfield situation? Them three positions, if we managed to... Go on, bro.
Yeah. Sorry. No. You're
not going to do your thing. No, it was literally that.
But I was saying... Oh.
Go on,
so I was saying... My bad, bro. But I was saying, we get Diego Costa. I really like the Diego Costa shouts. Like, why not get him? Very much experience. He had a really good World Cup. Looks like he could help lead the back line, help them know what's up. Go get him. Go get him. I don't think
it happens, man. I just don't think it happens.
The kind of money that you're talking as well.
The price tag, and I'm not really keen on the shorter goalkeepers. I need the keepers that could be a bit more imposing.
That's the reflexes by here. What's the price shot's always going to be an issue. It's around like 70-something mil release clause. I don't know what. Yeah, that's his release clause, so I don't know what it would actually cost.
I wonder how much Trubin's going for. I've seen his name go around a bit.
Problem is, Trubin's 23. Again, like, if you rate him over Penders, that's all well and good. But again, you buy a 23-year-old keeper like Trubin, and then you got a 21-year-old in Penders.
Nathan, Mike Mainan was the one.
Yeah, bro. But Penders just shouldn't be here unless he's a guarantee.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Penders shouldn't be here. Yeah, I'm with you on that. And yeah, Mannion was the perfect one, to be honest. Him or
Who
like
you
a
not
young
saying for
summer.
centre back
Like,
though?
I've
Thomas
seen us
Araujo's
linked
the
with
most recent.
Scalvini and Thomas Araujo.
They're the most
Those are the only
links.
recent links.
Bro, for me,
I've
I'm
not
not
seen
gonna lie.
anything else.
There were so many options, bro. And I keep saying,
Oh,
and I hate
Murillo
to
was
say
like
it,
another
bro.
one.
Tottenham did it smart
Murillo,
though.
I would like him.
Yeah,
Yeah, Murillo link's been around for years, but look, dealing with Marinakis will just be a headache. He'll ask for 100 mil or some shit.
And the other thing is his height, bro. 5'11" for a centre back. I'm taller than him, bro. What's going on?
5'11".
He's got a good vertical jump too. So.
Apparently, he's good for his height. Good for his height.
He's really good in the air. Might say
At least that'll be like an experienced option.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Romero, but like I think he's going Atletico.
Nah, he wants Arsenal apparently.
And then the other thing is the red card situation, bro. I can't see another red card.
Man's just a hot.
Nah, we won't have that this season. There's no way.
Sure,
Actually, tell a lie. Like we've had the most yellow cards in the league for a couple seasons. Let me not act like it just get washed over. But these players, like you gotta end up building your experience at some point to get yourself away from these stupid moments. The problem is there's just some players that you can't help, like Delap and Jackson. You see Jackson choking out one of the Johor players
from behind.
Bro, Tosin. But we were saying Tosin and Delap were trying to salvage their Chelsea career, bro. I've never seen Tosin move like that. And he's meant to be the unks of the group and all that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? He was trying his best, bro. But nah, man. I hope they left them in, was it Malaysia?
Even Reggie Watson, bro. I saw him giving it to one of the players for the equaliser.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro, I saw another video, and during the water break, he was just chilling with their players, and they got vexed trying to push him about and shit as well.
Yeah, to be honest, the way they played in that friendly with JDT was a bit of a disgrace. You know, I mean, some of them tackles here, they weren't even tackles. You're trying to win the ball. You're trying to injure your opponent. Like, because they have an unbeaten record, 120 something games. Like,
that's why they fucked off the shootout, man. That was hilarious.
I knew, especially when I heard the guy yelling out, "It's in the contracts." Like, guy works at Chelsea. I'm like, yeah, there's something fishy going on.
No, apparently, like the background of that club is a ton of fishy shit.
Yeah, most of them players weren't even Malaysian. They're like Spanish born or whatever. So it's like, I get it. Like, all big up to them. They've spent all this money. Like, the Crown Prince of Malaysia owns the club and all that. But still, man, the way they played that friendly was.
That's why they bring in a ton of imported players, and apparently, like, there's a lot of fishy stuff with referees and stuff in their league too. That's why, like, after reading into their club, I'm not surprised that the game was that controversial. And you're playing Chelsea. You're going to take that record seriously against Chelsea because you got the opportunity to beat one of the biggest clubs in the world.
So what you say? A team that brought in a lot of imported players and with shaky refs sounds like Barca, Man U, Arsenal, Liverpool. Sounds like every other big club to me, bruh. All the players on English teams are imported, and we all look at them sometimes.
We all got our own controversies. I hear it.
We still have a
but
lot of English players,
it's just what I read about their club after the fact.
Yeah, I know. I read the same shit
about in the forums.
Yeah.
What they did was the Crown Prince owns the team. He bought a whole bunch of top players, and they just run the league. Yeah, they just
that's why they've got like a 100.
They don't really need bad calls. They could, they won like 5 seasons in a row without a loss or some shit.
Bro, and the problem with these teams as well.
Game ended. If you want to know why the game ended, it's because it was their opportunity to get out of there without actually taking a
losing.
Loss.
And the thing is with these teams, bro, all their players come playing like it's
and I don't blame them. I would have left too. Like, we out. Fuck, I'm not. What I'm kicking pins with Chelsea for?
Yo, fellas, how do y'all feel about the Fabian Ruiz contact? Because I wasn't here to hear y'all.
If we're serious about it, it's a good link to have.
There seems to be a bit like there's a little bit to it because he's got a year left. He's on relatively low wages. I could see Chelsea trying to take a punt as a market opportunity. Now, whether he'd want to make that jump, I don't know. You completed everything at PSG. You might want a new challenge. You might want to just run it back one more time for the three-peat. Why not? It's balls in his court, really. Because he's got a year left, PSG would probably sell him if we gave him a decent offer. My only thing is, because of his age, because he's got a year left, I don't see us like offering anything serious for him. I could see us offering something low. So I don't know if it happens, but I get why Chelsea are making a punt out of it. He's like 30 now. You know what Blue Coat will be like with 30 and older. They're not going to pay him.
Yeah. They're not going to take that too seriously. Yeah.
And I could see
like,
PSG
World Cup
letting
winner.
him go. Look at his age.
Treble
I know they
winner.
gotta have
Yeah.
somebody young ready to step up.
And another thing is
like
we have a bunch
they'll
of
probably
technical
sell as long as we
midfielders
don't
too.
violate.
I would
That'd
say
be a
we
great
need more
sign.
like another like 6 to help out with Caicedo, if anything. I don't really think we need another like
like a proper team.
crazy 8. You know what I'm saying? Like Caicedo plays so much minutes. I know it's one game a season this season, but like next season we're probably gonna be in the Champions League. So like might as well.
Listen.
Apologies. Fabian Ruiz actually signed a contract extension to 2029. Forget all that.
Oh, bro, it's
sorry.
Fuck you, Lewis.
Apology got me.
Pissed
Apology
on my
got me,
parade.
man. I'm sorry.
Thanks for pissing on our parade.
Bro. Then.
What?
Yo, you gotta watch.
Giddy for no
They got a
fucking
clip,
reason, man.
Fair enough.
They got a clip on Staffy channel on American Waffle where the dude got caught reading the fake Ornstein.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. That was
shit is
brilliant.
fucking. He was swearing. Like I'm watching it. I've been watching it the whole time. Look, I'll bring it on the screen. Then he goes, "Holy fuck! It's the fake account. I fucking hate that shit." Yo, I was fucking down here.
Yo.
That's
put
the
all
one
the fake behind
of
it.
business that
The
you just
chat
find
was
out you're
telling him
horribly
like,
wrong.
"Yo, it's not real." The chat was like, "Nah, it's the fake one." He like, "I'm watching it. I'm
I did
watching
my
it."
research.
You know what I
yeah.
did? I blocked the fake Ornstein and I blocked the fake Fab. I blocked it. Like you can't catch me with that shit no more.
I gotta do that.
I was
Block
about
that
to
shit.
block the real Ornstein when we got the Morgan Rogers drop. I thought, hey, you're not fucking catching me out. Fuck
You
off.
checked for the millions of
Oh, wait, it's
subscribers.
the
Yeah,
real
because you're
one.
thinking there's no way, right?
Yeah,
It's the
like
real
no
fucking
build up,
one,
no
exactly.
hype, no nothing, just bang medical. Fuck off.
Just bang. Bang, yo.
Yeah,
Bang
that
out of
was
nowhere.
brilliant day, man.
That's some real big business.
It happened to you. Happened to Eunice as
damn
well. The
right,
Rodri news was funny.
Aye, what a fucking time, man. I
Oh,
swear
it happened to
down.
Eunice with the ride.
Yeah. Fabrizio Laporto. That's fucking hilarious. How do you not see that?
Laporto. Fuck out of here, man. But yeah, that's all other than like Badiashile and like he's potentially gonna have a loan to Napoli and there's
2.5 million loan fee or something euros.
I want to see what the Prem
yeah.
Club is saying. If the Prem Club's offering anything permanent, tell him he ain't going Napoli. Fuck that.
Facts.
What about
What are you gonna do?
I mean,
like,
now
not play for a year?
And they've just freed up a bunch of money because Lukaku's meant to be going to Fenerbahce or something. So surely use his wages and just like, rearrange
Yeah,
it.
but
use
you
it
know
for a
what them
transfer fee.
Serie A clubs are like.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever we can save some more.
Yeah, we need.
I
like,
get them
three-
wanting him on a loan just because of his injury record. I understand it. But if
I'll
I've
gi-
got
I'll give
another
Co-
club offering me a permanent, fuck off and go
I'll
do
give
the permanent.
Como some credit. At least they did eventually put up the money for Chalobah. So.
But I'll be real, bro.
Big up
Nathan, you
Como.
know that 30 M's,
Yeah.
bro. When you think about Trev Chalobah, how much would he be worth in today's market, bro? You're
That's
thinking at
true.
least 40, 50. Like, you can even push
You
for
could
60
probably
with
push
certain
40,
clubs,
yeah.
bro.
I hear
Do you
that.
know what I'm saying? Maybe 60 is a
Trev?
stretch. 60 is a
Trev,
stretch.
yeah.
But, bro, 30 M's for Trev. When we're seeing random players go for like 40, 50 M's, like left, right, and centre. Obviously, 60 mils, I'll take it back. That's a bit
Maybe
of a
you
stretch.
could have got another 10 mil. I kind of
You
hear
see-
that.
10,
do you-
15
Yeah, because
mil.
didn't Spurs
but
just sell
Diomande-
their centre back for crazy money to Brighton? The
Yeah, but you're
youngster.
saying that with Prem clubs, Diomande is going to Nottingham for 40 million, and he's highly rated and way younger. He's 21 or 22 compared to Trevor being 27.
But it's the
He's
Premier
got
League
kind
tax,
of
bro.
bombed
Premier
with
League
that one.
tax.
Yeah, Chalobah's at least won trophies and stuff. That's what I'm saying.
One trophy, and he's a squad player. Diomande is going to be a mainstay.
Yeah, we will be doing the PSG Villa watch along tomorrow. Viva Garnacho, all of that. We're all Garnacho stands this season. We need him to stay over there.
God.
He needs all the support he can get from us. Otherwise, he's coming back. I ain't trying to stick with none of that. Fuck that. But yeah, we will be running that watch along. Yeah, tomorrow. We'll be sorting that one out. But yeah, I kind of think we've gone through everything still. Yeah, we've gone through everything. All right, calm. You, man, we're going to wrap the stream up here. It's been all right on here, but I'm probably going to look for a new platform just because they're not lifting up super chats. It's a bit awkward bringing up the share screen. But if I end up on here tomorrow, we'll just do the same thing again. Sub to Muradi's channel, sub to Jordan's channels. Links are on the description in the title.
Big up.
I'll send you over to Paz. Spam World Champions raid in his chat. We will see you soon. Big up.
Big up.